as well. Just missed it.
Still plenty of crowds that have queued up to watch this game. You've got a very, very good batting lineup. You've got some quality bowlers in action and they are waiting to get in. It's already pretty much packed here in Salem. But then there's plenty more that are coming your way. Last evening, it was a near perfect game as far as Laika Kobe Kings are concerned. Restricted Sikkim Madurai Panthers for 126. In came Ganga Sridhar Raju. Top quality stroke play up until rain interrupted proceedings, and that was that actually. But Shah Rukh Khan's side was cruising along. They were never in any doubt. Dominated in every department of the game: batting, bowling and fielding. Right then, what's it going to be this evening? What's the pitch going to be like? Vurkeri Venkatraman with more details.
As qualifier one game, it will be played between the Nellai Kings and the Chepauk Gillies, and the vital interest will be about what the pitch is going to be like, because it's game number 6 on this very strip. But from what I can see, this pitch is going to be good, except for the fact that there is a patch in the good length area between those cones there where it's slightly drier than the rest of the surface. But rest assured, the players need to work out what kind of shots to play on this surface, because you can't play all kind of shots. Now, why do I say that? Because all the batters who have got the runs have played a few shots, and the batters who have succeeded have played through the line. They have not tried to play across the line. For example, Ganga Sridhar Raju, Sani Sandhu and also Sanjay Yadav, all of them have succeeded because they picked the shots that they're going to play. They've decided on the shots they're going to play. Whereas the batters who have gone on to play across the line have got out, and that's the reason the sides have got into trouble, because the high percentage of wickets, that is 40%, have fallen in the power play when the batters have chosen to go across the line. Therefore, this is a surface where the batters have to choose what kind of shots to play. But I'll once again repeat the fact that if they play the right shots, the sides can notch up a score of 160, 170 on the surface.
Talk about playing those right shots. Nellai Royal Kings have played those right shots on this very track. And this man has played some gorgeous shots. Big power hitter in Sanjay Yadav has been the fulcrum around which the team has worked upon. You've got Upper and Inder, and then of course you've got Sanjay Yadav that we are talking about. But if you've got those big hitters on one side, you've got some special players on the other side as well, because you're talking about two very good sides, two champion sides that are going head-on against each other. Sanjay Yadav was in breathtaking form throughout the course of this edition of Shriram Capital TNPL, and up against Laika Kobe Kings, he was treating us to something special. Doesn't matter where the ball was bowled, there was only one way he was going to play and one area that he was going to dispatch. Tremendous amount of power, tremendous timing. He has looked a very, very different beast this time around. So who's going to contain, who's going to tame the beast? Perhaps this man can, because Sai Kishore has come back a very different player, a far more complete player than what we are used to seeing. Plenty of confidence, having represented Tamil Nadu in white ball cricket, and of course coming back into TNPL as the defending champion of the Indian Premier League. So his confidence is sky high, and we got to see him perform at his very best the last time we saw him here. Miserly Sai Kishore, 4 wickets for just 2 runs in his 4 overs. Just a couple of singles that he conceded, 22 dot balls. That is as good as it can get from the left-arm orthodox bowler.
Gandhi for the Chepauk Super Gillies, match referee Mr. Hemant Kumar, and the 2 toss representatives Mirdani Tyagarajan and Mr. Adavan Adityan. Inder will spin the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. And it's a heads it is. What are you going to do and why?
I think we'll bowl first because except for the one odd game, I think the wicket has been dicey to assess. So I think we want to see how the wicket goes and then plan our chase.
Have you made any changes to your team?
No, we're playing the same team.
Does it help playing in a playoff before being a defending champion? Does it help, or is it added pressure?
The experience does help, but then it's a new day, it's a new game, everything starts from scratch. So we need to come and do the same things from the start again.
Okay, good luck, Cow.
Thank you.
In that, first off, I'd like to ask you, what would you have done if you had won the toss?
We would have bowled first as well. The wicket is good, wicket is dry, but looking at the conditions and the rain, I thought it is better to bowl first, but we're happy batting first as well.
Have you made any changes to your team?
We've made a couple of changes. Jitendra Kumar comes in and Karthik Manigandan makes his debut.
Oh, fantastic news. So what are your plans in terms of playoffs? You're obviously facing a very experienced team. Is that a bit of pressure on you guys, even though you won 6 out of 7?
I mean, they have a very good squad. They can field 2 11s, to be honest, but we can't look at that. On the contrary, we want to play good cricket. We want to play a certain brand of cricket which we have played throughout the tournament and focus on our process.
I hope you stick to your process in there. Good luck.
Thank you.
So the news from the centre is that the Chepauk Super Gillies have won the toss and have elected to field first.
Chepauk Super Gillies winning the toss. They've decided that they're going to have a field. First up, the Dream 11 playing 11 as far as Nellai Royal Kings are concerned. A couple of changes there. Sri Niranjan and Ruben Raj miss out. Jitendra Kumar is in, and so is Karthik Manigandan. Just 17 years, a leg spinner, so they bolstered their bowling department in the hope that the top 4, perhaps top 5, can do the job for them as far as the batting is concerned. Now, those are the couple of changes as far as Nellai Royal Kings are concerned. Yeah, you talk about the Baba brothers. They've been in good form. This man at the top of the order in Surya Prakash has looked very good. Just gives those positive starts, stays put at the wicket. And of course, they've got a good mix overall in their particular lineup. You would expect Aditya Raj Davidson to do the job alongside Iswaran. And of course, we've spoken enough and more about Sanjay Yadav. Huge moment for the youngster in Karthik Manigandan. Just 17 years. A leg spinner, always an asset to the side. What a moment to receive your cap and what a moment to get into the competition. What about Chepauk Super Gillies? The Dream 11 playing 11 for them. No reason to change at all, and that is why Kaushik Gandhi has gotten exactly with the same 11. He's persisted with that experience at the top in the form of Jagadeesan and Kaushik Gandhi. Radhakrishnan has looked very good on different tracks. Sasidev and Satish give you the firepower. Harish Kumar, the all-rounder. And then you look at the bowlers that are available. They are very, very good. He's looked in good touch, is Kaushik Gandhi, a couple of handy 40s. I'm sure he would want to convert that into big scores. Jagadeesan, you always expect a lot from somebody who's travelled a bit these days, is Jagadeesan. These two at the top, and then Sai Kishore. He bowled a breathtaking spell the last time around that we got to see him. He's very handy with the bat, played at different positions. Sandeep Warrior rather, picked up a hat-trick as well. So all in all, a good contest is what awaits us. And the crowd will be hoping that we get a full game of cricket. As things stand, I know it is a delayed start. We are starting now because of rain earlier this evening, but you are getting a complete game of cricket. The crazy fans are in the house, and the fan craze new ball is ready as well. As we look at K. Srinivasan and MG Sai Darshan Kumar walk out to the middle. Kaushik Gandhi leads his troop, and I've got the pleasure, the company of Urkeri Venkatraman alongside me. This promises to be a wonderful evening and a cracking contest, doesn't it?
It does, because two very good sides are facing off. We can expect a good contest, because regardless of what views have been floated around about the surface, it's a good surface, very conducive for a T20 format game. We are in, hopefully, for a high-scoring game here.
Interesting combo there, as far as the opening is concerned. Yes, it is Surya Prakash who is at one end, who has walked out to bat. And if I'm not wrong, Harish has stepped out to bat as well. Surya Prakash has looked solid, made vital contributions at the top of the order. That's on one side. So obviously, in pursuit of a few quick runs, NS Harish is the man who has come up the order now.
Interesting change that. It'll be interesting also to see if he's been given the license to have a go right from the start.
In a way, you can understand where they're coming from, because I think Sri Niranjan, who misses out in this particular game, has always been given the license to start well and positively, and he's a left-handed bat himself. Now they are bringing in an NS Harish to probably play the way that Sri Niranjan perhaps approached, as we look at Siddharth Manimaran getting ready with the new ball. Left arm orthodox. Siddharth Manimaran has had his moments as well. He's bowled very, very well. I remember one of the games where Sai Kishore was absent. He assumed the mantle of the senior pro, and he did very well. Right, and just a quick reminder, it's Laika Kovai Kings who are sitting pretty and awaiting the loser of this particular game, which happens to be the second of those qualifiers. Look, the advantage of finishing at the top of the table, as in numbers 1 and 2, is you win this game, that is a game between Nellai Royal Kings and Chepauk Super Gillies, you straight away get across to play the final, which is on the 31st of July. That is this Sunday. Right, then we are ready. Hopefully you're ready as well. Two good teams, a very good contest around. Off the mark. Yeah, it's almost a bit of a template, isn't it? The first 6 overs, if you can get across to about 40, 42 without losing too many wickets, you can pace yourself all right over the course of 20 overs.
Yes, considering that as many as 40% of the wickets have fallen in the power play. So that does not allow you to get off to a good start and also consolidate on whatever the start is.
Surya Prakash has a slip. That's gone a bit wider as I speak. It was a lot finer. The bowler wanted it a bit wider, and therefore the slip has gone a bit wider. As usual, plenty of chatter around with Jagadisan around. You don't need commentators at all. Jagadisan speaks a lot actually from behind the stumps. Is it a bit of a trend with the modern day wicketkeepers, or wicketkeepers have always been like that?
I've always seen keepers being very chatty. They try and keep the fielders focused. They also encourage the bowlers a lot. And they also try and play on the minds of the batters. But they always have to ensure that they don't cross the line.
In the offside field, you've got a short third man, you've got a point. You've got two men around that cover area, and then you've got a mid-off as well. Long on and deep mid-wicket, the two fielders outside the circle for the left-hander.
That is bowled quicker through the air. Held its path, the ball on that occasion. Thickish edge, and this is the surface that you have for this game. The sixth game on this surface. There's nothing wrong with the surface. It's nice, even though there are a few cracks visible. It'll hold together. And that patch there might seem a bit drier, but that's not going to really affect the quality of the game in any which way. Perhaps it might grip a little bit, but otherwise, no devils on that surface.
He's played it up. He hasn't timed. He hasn't timed at all, actually. The mid-off was inside the circle. I think the question that Siddharth Manimaran is asking of his mid-off fielder is, just wanted him to walk in a bit earlier, perhaps?
Short of length, and the batter is looking to go over the top into the straight field. 5 fielders inside the ring on the offside. Just ease it. Give it direction if it's short. You'll pick up a boundary.
That is exactly what he's been sent in to do. Well done. Might want to have a look at it all over again. But Radhakrishnan, I think his knee did take a bit of a pounding there. Might want to just have a look at it. Another angle perhaps appear a decent stop. One gone, 4 without loss. Jitendra Kumar. Sujay is the man who's come in. Radhakrishnan had a bit of a fall trying to stop that boundary. He did. Got up gingerly there, and he's not looking 100% there. This is exactly what happened. The ankle.
Good commitment, but it came with a price there.
That's off for the wide is Sandeep Wadia. Yeah, he's done well, isn't it, Sandeep Wadia? There was a passage during the course of the tournament where he went wicketless, but every time he has hit the length and he's had enough time to study what the strike is all about, he's reaped rewards. He picked up a hat-trick the last encounter. That's his quality. He hurries the batters.
That one was skidding on to Surya Prakash there from Warrior. Good length. He's got a better understanding of what length to bowl on the surface. That's the reason he surprised the batters with pace and bounce.
How are you going to approach the AHA power play? Instead of always talking about maximizing the power plays, it's the approach that is reap rewards. Again, a very good delivery, sticking to the line there. That's a proper fan that you're looking at. Why not? Because Sanjay Yadav has been brilliant through the course of this season, smashing sixes almost at will. Terrific effort from the fielding unit here. A good quality cricket that we are getting to see already. And you better enjoy it from wherever you are. And you talk about enjoying a good game of cricket. You've got the Fan Craze fan box. Those are the best seats in the house. And of course, you can scan the QR code and sign up and earn a welcome reward. He had to do something different. He had to do something different. So it appears.
A lot of things going to the mind of Surya Prakash. That's the reason he's not been composed and he's not been steady when he played shots. And this one is trying to give himself a bit of room, but the bounce is too much for him to do anything about it.
Surya Prakash's game is more of an aggregator, isn't it? He gets those 30, 35 in decent time. Harish has been sent specifically to go after. Oh, he's gone over the top. He's safe. But the warning signs are there, Raman, as you mentioned.
The shot had courage written all over it, but very little in terms of conviction. Nonetheless, he'll pick up a couple of runs. Initially, he was shaping to play through the offside. Then he rolled his wrist over. Went wide of mid-on. Had a bit of elevation, but no distance at all.
There's a lot of time that Sandeep Warrior does take. There's a lot of time that Chepauk Super Gillies do take between deliveries. Settling into a field. Surya Prakash is on strike. The ball is wet. It's not easy. Good over from Sandeep Warrior. 2 gone 7 without loss. He's tried to go over the top. There is a fielder getting underneath it. No issues whatsoever. Satish Rajagopal picks that up. And the first wicket goes. It is Harish who needs to walk back to the dugout. Early breakthrough for Siddharth Manimaran. He's done very well for this side. Could well turn out to be your Upstock's most valuable asset of the match. And this could turn out to be your Sports Buzz catch of the match. Extra bounce, is that what he's indicating from that link?
On second thoughts, he thinks it would have been better off playing through the line, through the offside.
Yeah, that's almost a bit of an experiment, isn't it? You normally send up Sri Niranjan up the order in the hope that he can hit a few boundaries. That's ideally what Harish was sent to do. But having said that, you always had the calm, composing influence of Surya Prakash on the other end. But he's approached it slightly differently this time around with Surya Prakash.
Nicely bowled. A bit of turn for Siddharth there. Moved a bit slower through the air, did Siddharth on that occasion. Look at the spin he's imparted, even though he's not holding the ball in a conventional mold.
Good stop. Sai Kishore there. We've seen him do this with Gujarat Titans consistently. He's stood at point and he's a much improved fielder. Is Sai Kishore. Remember one very good catch that he took in his debut game for Gujarat Titans.
That was hit powerfully. Knocked the pace there.
2 runs and a wicket so far. To be fair, Nellai Royal Kings' opening stands haven't been the greatest, including what we got to see here. Their average opening stand this edition has been just 12, the lowest for any side in this competition.
Ball side.
Good over from Siddharth comes to an end. 3 gone, 10 for 1.
Nicely tossed up by Sai Kishore. Hint of turn as well. He's talking of the problems that the Nellai Kings have had as far as opening partnerships are concerned. They had an option of sending Aprajit at the top of the order, make him open the innings because he's opened for Tamil Nadu in white ball cricket and he's also in good form in this TNPL.
The long off coming a bit straighter. Is it possibly to lengthen the batting order a bit more, because you've got the opener who's got a bit of a license in whether it is Sri Naranjan or Harish in this case, and you have Surya Prakash at the other end. Then the middle order, you're talking about the Baba brothers, Sanjay Yadav, and then you have an Ajitesh.
You need batters to play some sensible cricket here, sharp cricket here on this surface.
Good stop, good stop.
Sai Kishore was in top nick the other night, picking up 4 wickets, conceding just 2 runs. That was in match number 25. There he was, all over the opposition batters. Dream figures those are. Most economical for a 4-over spell. That's good stuff from him. He's gone on from strength to strength in the last couple of seasons as Sai Kishore.
Beautifully flighted, beautifully flighted. For a moment I thought if Jagadisan had taken that and if he had attempted a stumping, was the back leg. There you go, momentarily it was off in air.
The bounce surprised even Jagadisan there.
Something could happen of the final delivery. Almost get a feeling that Surya Prakash wants to get on with the game. Unfortunately hasn't been able to. Been around for 12 deliveries, just 4 runs, a wicket that has fallen at the other end. Is this going to be the delivery where he's going to step down or do something different, Surya Prakash? Tried to do something different, but ends with a single. 4 gone, 12 for 1.
As we see a variety of left arm spin from the Chepauk Super Gillies. The third one now on offer are Alexander. He hits it straight. Just a single. Change in the commentary box. This is Abhinav Mukund in the company of Malol and Rangarajan.
Been an excellent start for CSG in this qualifier. Extreme pressure on the Nellai batsman, not knowing where the next boundary is coming.
Nicely timed. First boundary of the innings. The Shriram 4 at that for Baba Aprajit.
Comfortable length there. Just had to hit through the line. Not too much revs on the ball. Easy pickings for Aprajit.
A lot of discussion now between the skipper and Alexander. If you take a look at the leg side field, one fielder at deep mid-wicket and one at short mid-wicket. Usually, the short mid-wicket is at square leg, but because Aparajit doesn't play the sweep, this is the field. And he takes heavy toll of that. First time it was full, this time it was short. And it's a boom, boom, boomer, super sixer, the first of the night.
Clever batting there by Aparajit. Alexander erred on the fuller side. And as a batsman, you know the bowler might try to compensate and bowl a little shorter. Well lashed onto there by Aparajit.
Just want to pick your brains a bit on the mind of the spinner, because sometimes when you are given that field, doesn't make an impact. He bowled one outside off stump, got cream through the covers. It's a bit almost predictable that he is going to go short the next one. So speak about it after this ball. He's taking a bit of time because the ball's got a bit wet. Best over of the innings so far. Dot ball.
Certainly does play a role. Heading on the full side, the batsman is looking to go on the back foot immediately. But the important thing is trying to find out what suits the condition. On the slow side, slow it up a bit. Makes it tough for the batsman.
It's a good single. Drop and run into the gap. But this one was much slower. And that's why he couldn't free his arms through the covers. So just 1 over of pace so far. It's been barrage of spin from the Chepauk Super Gillies. And beautifully timed again. A Shriram 4 to end the over. 28 for 1 after 5. Pace again, Sonu Yadav. Nicely timed, but a good stop from Radhakrishnan. We are in the AHA power play, where there's non-stop entertainment, but you can also catch non-stop entertainment from the freedom of your home by subscribing to the AHA app using 99 TNPL for 3 months. Looking for more entertainment here. And that's exactly what Baba Aparajit's given us. A beautifully timed shot through the covers. Another Shriram 4.
Pace on the ball, easy for the batsman. Doesn't help himself by bowling it outside the off stump as well. Aparajit just had to place it between the cover point and the covers fielder. Beautiful shot.
You're talking about the mindset of a bowler, about how he wanted to finish the over. I'll tell you what, I've seen quite a bit of Baba Aparajit, and sometimes when he gets into the mindset of his technique, gets into a bit of a rut, but this time his feet were nowhere. That's the difference form does to a player. Went through with the shot, beautiful hands. Again, looking ominous. Baba Aparajit. He might target this podium. The cycle, pure Agarbati's podium. Anytime a batter hits that, cycle will plant 100 trees. Pray with cycle, plant trees for the future.
Sonu Yadav needs to get his radar right now. We've seen the hard length has been very, very tough for the batsman to put away.
Yeah, the kind of form that he's in, I think the mindset would be, have I missed out on 2 more boundaries? 18 or 14. You can see the way the ball is flowing off the bat.
Certainly is timing the ball like a dream, as you can see. Had a dream tournament this year. Interestingly, had tapered off the last 2 years as far as his strike rate was concerned. Has come back to the class player that he is.
Could also be the fact that he relinquished the captaincy. That I'll play as a pure batter. He's also chipped in with the ball. So definite value add for any team, Baba Aparajit. Timed nicely, but straight to the fielder again. It's a good comeback from Sonu Yadav. At Baba Aprajit, TNPL, you said he tapered off a bit in the last couple of seasons. But this one is his first 300 plus year. Let's try to get the strike rates as well, because this year he's been up there amongst the best batters in the competition, if not the best. It's a good over in the end, just 5 off it. Aprajit keeps strike. The power play is done, 33 for 1. This has sort of been Nellai's pattern in terms of their success in batting. 6 and then 1. They start slow in the power play. It still is their lowest power play score in this year's edition, but they get better and better with wickets in hand.
It'll be interesting to see what Surya Prakash does here now. Hasn't had strike for the last 2 overs.
Yeah, dot. As I said, the Nellai Royal Kings have a pattern in which they continuously increase their run rate. The scoring rate keeps motoring along. Two dot balls, this one being slower.
Vale, vale, vale.
Nicely done. Just as I said, scoring rate has been good. Definitely should be a superior performance, just like the Aether 450X Gen 3. All brain, all power. It's an exhilarating and fun ride, just like this game is going to be. Because it's the battle of the top 2 teams in this league. Nellai Royal Kings and the Chepauk Super Gillies. He has to bowl it again, wide. Seems like a different bowler when he's bowling to Aprajit, because that's the kind of pressure that is put on him, Alexander. Single and will keep strike. 10 off it though, 43 for 1. Just a single. It's not just the players, it's also the commentators vying to be on top. And it's always one man, the top of the charts. The Dream 11 commentator leaderboard, Mr. S. Ramesh has cracked it. Finally managed to go slightly above than 7th. They've gone to 5th. Malo, you're at 9th.
Certainly been an interesting league competing with you guys.
That's the sort of competition in terms of commentators. It's a sort of competition in this game, because Harish Kumar has come on, because I feel sometimes you get a gut feel as a captain. Sonu Yadav was coming in and hitting those good lengths, but still Baba Aprajit was timing it beautifully.
Good field placement that over. They had 6 fielders on the offside. Baba Aprajit, interestingly, has been eyeing the mid-wicket region.
Yeah, I just fear a bit for the dots that are coming for the Nellai Royal Kings. 23 dots already. They're into their 8th over, and it's almost half of their, there you see it, 23 dots. 15 ones, and I think Baba Aprijit's given that impetus to the innings. But this has sort of been their pattern. Giving nothing away, Harish Kumar, just a single.
I keep coming back to this point, Abhi. It is really interesting to see in this passage of the game what Surya Prakash does. Very important for him to up the run rate now. Has to target the pockets on the boundary. The mid-wicket region is open. Will be interesting to see what he does now.
And Harish is a bowler who doesn't give too many balls up there. He is going to bowl the back of length. 12 of 19, something's got to give. That's exactly what's given. Smashed it over the deep square leg fence. 50 up for the Nellai Royal Kings with a boom boom boomer super 6.
Shot mid-wicket inside. Everyone knew what Surya Prakash was trying to do. Harish Kumar not being too aware there. Picked up really well. The length there also helping Surya Prakash to target the leg side area. Right off the meat of the bat.
Was very close to that podium as well. Just missed it. That's made it into a good over for the Nellai Royal Kings. 9 off it. Hit it away nicely again. Single to finish. Will keep strike. 53 for 1.
Hello RK, good evening everyone. I mean, it's been a good battle between bat and ball here. The last 4 overs have produced 41 and has forced Kaushik Gandhi to go back to one of his main bowlers, Manimaran Siddharth. Sai Kishore being still held back, and I believe that's for Sanjay Yadav.
Oh, that could be close. That could be close. Yes, he's given him. Played across. Looked plumb in front. The umpire had no hesitation whatsoever. You've got a big hitter in Sanjay Yadav. Field being altered to perfection. There's a mid-wicket in place. Just exactly where that mid-wicket stands is also going to be important. He's got a good array around that area. Off the mark straight away.
Big moment in the game. This is the pair that they would want to separate. And we're talking about batsmanship earlier. And this is why Baba Aprijit has been so good. This is a hard shot to play, RK. It's not that short, but he's created the length. He's gone back, used his hips and bludgeoned it over long on. And that's what creates the length for the cover drive. So, I mean, that's how you play around with the bowler. If you can hit him off that length by using the depth of the crease and using your hips to generate power over long on, then that creates the power to get, or the length to get you a cover drive for 4. So that's a good example of how you put the bowler off his length.
Batting hasn't been easy for a few on this pitch for sure, but a few have batted like a dream. We saw Ganga Sridhar Raju last evening. Kept low, but I guess he watched the ball till the last moment.
If my memory serves me right, I think Aprijit and Suresh Kumar have been the only players who played that shot off the back foot, and both have been very successful in this ground.
Just an assured shot, that one. Love the way his left leg moved on that occasion. Just looked gorgeous.
It looks so stylish. It's beautiful. The way his weight transferred into the ball, everything went together. Lovely. The flow was so good. If I were Kaushik Gandhi, I'm bringing back Sai Kishore or Sandeep Warrior from the other end. I want to bowl my best bowlers to this pair. Make sure that Sanjay Yadav doesn't get off the blocks quick. Important to strike in the next 3 overs.
Oh, interesting that one from Jagadisan. Remember, this was the opening fixture, these two sides.
Trying to get one back, are they?
End of the over, 55 for 2.
This could have been a perfect time to bring in either a Sai Kishore or a Sandeep Warrior. It was an opportune moment in the game. I probably feel that Kaushik Gandhi is missing a trick here.
Yeah, you look at Sai Kishore, he's got 3 to go. Sandeep Warrior, that's total of 6 overs, so. Is he wanting to bowl? Or am I reading too much? On the prowl, quite literally. He's got a couple of fielders in the catching area, just behind square. Oh, inside edge, and that's gone to a boundary. Full length delivery. Tried to play over that mid-wicket area, ended up getting a boundary, although.
When things go your way, you can't do much wrong. Again, that's the kind of form that Sanjay Yadav's been in. Even inside edges go for 4. That's the kind of tournament he's having too. But if Chepauk Super Gillies have got to break this game, they got to get this man back in the pavilion, that's for sure.
Sanjay Yadav taking his time. A change of pace.
The timing of this bowling change for probably bringing on Sai Kishore or Sandeep Warrior could have been the key, just like our dependable and stylish time partners Sonata.
Both of them would have wanted to bowl, actually. Just having it back. Hanging back is Kaushik Gandhi. Yeah, captaincy does make a huge difference. We saw that last evening from Shah Rukh Khan. Just had a ploy for somebody like Arun Karthik. Tried to pull it, not exactly in the direction that he would have wanted to.
Irrespective of the form that you're in, the first 5 balls for a batter in T20 cricket is so crucial. And there is a stat that if you get a 4 or a 6 in your first 5 balls, 80% of the time you go on to score 20 plus in T20 games. So I think it's important to attack the first 5 balls for a batter. Give him nothing easy, make him uncomfortable, make him face the bowler that he doesn't like.
Talk about being uncomfortable. If somebody is feeling uncomfortable, you can always get across to Kaveri Hospitals that have been our tried and tested partners of TNPL.
That's where these two have been so good as a partnership. They've found the boundary early in the over and they're just happy to knock it around. That's experience and that's good quality batting from these two. 8 of the over so far, a ball remaining. And remember, the previous over they'd got a wicket and the next over they've conceded 8 runs, which is where I feel that they have missed a little bit of a trick.
There's a hold up there. 8 so far. A ball to go here. Upper on strike. Nine of that over. At the halfway stage, 64 for 2. Nellai Royal Kings and Chepauk Super Gillies. It's social media, different platforms. A bit of a live telecast happening from the venue. One of the greatest that we've seen. One of the greatest ever, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay then, what do we have in store for the second half of that first inning? Sandeep Warrior comes back. So that's something that Shriram was talking about. Would have wanted to see him bowl, even the previous over, but he's come back to bowl.
Quite like this move. This is a good attacking move. Get your best bowler, on. Try and break this partnership. How are you going to get a wicket? Is what I'd be asking myself if I was Kaushik Gandhi. Where am I creating the opportunity from? Sandeep Warrior has started off with a slower short ball. That's Mr. Chandramouli, who part owns the Nellai franchise.
Looking comfortable.
They know that they've got another bite at the cherry, even if it doesn't go well for them today. So they know they're going to Coimbatore for sure. So they can well afford to be a little relaxed. Both teams would like to go to the final straight away, but if things don't go their way, they have another chance. Batsmen to follow: Indrajit, Ajitesh, Jitendra Kumar. Some good strike rates. Ajitesh has been very impressive. Good bat speed, good hitter through the leg side.
You almost wanted him to pull, and pull he did, straight into the hands of the captain, Kaushik Gandhi. Got in the bowler to pick this wicket, and he's got the reward. Massive one. A big blow for Nellai Royal Kings.
That's exactly what we were talking about. Get your best bowler back and attack them. The field placing was very good. The short ball was on target. Hurried him for pace. Aparajit couldn't get the clear. Could clear the man at short mid wicket. 33 of 31. 64 for 3.
The captain comes in. Hasn't had too many runs under his belt. The bulk of the scoring have been done by three that normally walk ahead of him. That is the opener in Surya Prakash, Sanjay Yadav, and of course Upper. But he's here because of this. It's a huge, huge moment in the game. Could be your fan craze moment of the match. Brought in specifically to break this partnership. He's normally very good. We spoke about how good he is at pulling those deliveries. But just maintain those lines.
My feeling is that Aparajit was targeting the boundary. He was targeting the mid-wicket boundary. If he had got a little more across into the line, he could have hit it to square leg. But he stayed in line with the ball and wanted to hit it in front of square, which would have got him more runs. But he just got caught out with the bounce. The extra bounce did him in.
Yeah, so every time we've seen them pick up acceleration, there has been a break. But again, having said that, look, Sanjay Yadav has been in such situations. He's in fact played out a couple of overs and then he has unleashed himself from around the 12th, 13th or even the 14th over.
I'm interested to see his approach now. He's got Ajitesh in the hut and then he's got Jitendra Kumar. Is he going to go hammer and tongs, or is he just going to bide time till, say, the 14th and 15th and target the right kind of bowlers? We still have 3 overs from Sai Kishore. This is Sandeep Warrior's second over, which means he's got 2 more.
Yeah, talk about options. Chepauk Super Gillies have got options everywhere. A variety as well to go along with it. You spoke about Sai Kishore having a few overs. That's 3. There you go. Sandeep Warrior has got a couple of overs. Siddharth is still to finish his spell. So he can mix and match.
Got Sonu Yadav. He's got the 5th bowler out of the way. He's got 2 out of Harish Kumar and 2 out of Alexander. So he's got a lot of options up his sleeve, has Kaushik Gandhi.
Very good over from Sandeep Warrior. Just 2 of it.
Interesting contest. He's looking at the leg side though.
Yeah, that's the line, isn't it? That's normally the line that is employed to Sanjay Yadav.
Getting him hitting through the offside. Leg side is his strength. Loves to hit over mid-wicket square leg. And a good turnout today. There was a threat of rain, but today we've got a brilliant turnout thanks to Salem. They've been exceptional in their support. Today is the last game in Salem as we move on to Coimbatore from tomorrow.
Yeah, you've got the qualifier, the other qualifier number 2, and the finale that'll be played out over the course of this week. Sunday is your final in Coimbatore. We've had a variety of venues, good crowds all across. And just terrific to watch crowds coming in numbers there. They've always packed the stadiums here. Tirunelveli is well where we started. Dindigul, gorgeous looking venue. Coimbatore braved the rain to host a few games. We'll be back in Coimbatore after this leg here in Salem.
Good bounce again. All the venues have been superb here, RK. Leave alone the cricket, it's been magnificent. But the hospitality and the food, I mean, come on.
Let's go for dinner after this stint. Yeah, that's what you're hinting at.
Exactly.
Again a bit of bounce, again a bit of bounce. Just asking the umpire a polite inquiry there to the square leg umpire, who's unmoved.
Good strategy here. He's testing halfway down the pitch. He's getting it up his shoulder. He's got one of the Babas out that way.
Talk about confidence, there's one for you. Not bad. Again, it's turned out to be a very good over. No loose balls at all from Sonu Yadav with 1 to go, just a couple of runs. Somehow the runs have dried up here. Well, Chepauk Super Gillies have managed to drive those runs for Nellai Royal Kings.
They've kept the pressure on, they've sustained it, they've been relentless in their approach, and that's very much expected of a champion side like Chepauk Super Gillies. They've won 3 TNPL titles, they've qualified 5 times. They know what it is to play big games. They played the qualifier 4 out of 5 times.
Excellent over. Just 2 of that. 12 gone. 68 for 3.
Happy to join you. Well.
That one skidding onto the batter, but Indrajit knocks it around down the ground for a single. It's come to a stage where they need to try and get a move on here. Sanjay Yadav is very good in accelerating. He gets better and better as he spends more time out in the middle and plays more deliveries. He starts off with around 120 between 1 and 10 balls, and then from 11 to 20 he gets on to 186, and if the opponents allow him to play balls 21 to 30, he goes berserk. He gets a strike rate of 222. Going at run a ball is the same pattern. So if the Chepauk Gillies have to restrict the Nellai Kings, they got to try and dismiss this man quickly. Works it down, pushing hard.
Yeah, he's been following a very similar pattern in terms of acceleration, and also interesting would be to see what are his scoring areas. In fact, he's the guy who has a maximum number of sixes in the tournament, and he has a very similar pattern in targeting his scoring shots.
Yeah, he likes to hit through the line and also wide of mid-on and wide of mid-off. Safer areas those are. The odds are in favor of the batter. It's only when you go across the line, try and play between mid-wicket and square leg, you are minimizing your chances of success, especially on this surface. It has to be said that the bowlers in this tournament have really bowled a very good line here, stump to stump line on this surface. That's the reason they've made life slightly difficult for the batters.
One other reason also could be his exaggerated backlift, because the kind of backlift that he has will make him more stronger in the front of the wicket. And the good thing about Sanjay Yadav is just not being good at it, he's been consistent at it. So a bowler bowling in his slot, he's going to go for it.
It's played away on the onside. Will he pick up a boundary here? The ball is going to win the race, is it? No, it's a good effort there. Restricting the scoring to just a couple. Will they allow to check there? Sasidev, the fielder. It looked like the ball was going to win the race, but a good effort that. Now, as he touched the rope, no, he's all right. He's done a very good job there.
Tremendous effort from Sashi Devi. Had to run from the square leg region to almost the finer, the fine leg region. Quite a bit of distance he had to cover, and saved a certain 2 for his team. Much needed efforts.
Excellent agility and coordination displayed by Sasidev. The sooner he touched the ball, he ensured that he was not anywhere close to the rope. That's good work. We're talking about the high backlift of Sanjay Yadav. That's what allows him to garner the distance that he does. He hits them into the stands. He doesn't clear the boundary line by just a couple of yards. And that is an indication for you. Look at the number of cars. It tells you the huge turnout here at the SCF Stadium. Brilliant this is. There he goes big. He's got enough on it. That's going to clear the rope. Comfortably, in fact. This is what I meant. The bat swing that he generates is terrific. It's a boom, boom, boomer, super 6.
Great shot from Sanjay Yadav. He was just talking about bowl it in the slot, and he's going to go for it. And this 6 is the 73rd 6 for Sanjay Yadav, and he now holds the record for the most 6s in TNPL. Just went past Vivek. Remarkable striking.
Yeah, you see he's getting into that 11 to 20 ball zone, which means he's going to step it up. He takes it to around 186 in this phase. Deft touch. He will pick up a single. Perhaps he'll go back for the second 2 because of a misfield. 81 for 3 after 13 overs, Nellai Kings. And I'm told that he hits a 6 every 10 balls. Sanjay Yadav. Do the bowlers count, Trish?
I think now that you've made your point, the bowlers are going to count every time they're going to bowl.
Oh, it's a nothing shot, but he'll get away with it. Clever stuff this from Sandeep Wadia. He picked up the wicket of the twin brother Aparajit, and then Indrajit was caught in no man's land there. Absolute tangle.
Great skill from Sandeep Warrior, because it's one of the most difficult ball to execute, like a slower bouncer. And he did it to perfection, because generally you'll see bowlers banging it more shorter, giving batters enough time. But this time he bowled it into the body and in the right length, giving a hint of doubt for Indrajit when he was just about to make that shot.
Interesting. Yes, it's not easy to follow the batter at the last moment. Again, cramping Sanjay Yadav for room there. This was quick. The previous ball was crafty, no pace at all. And the next delivery is really surprised the batter with real pace.
Sandeep Warrior has been incredible today, because I was just talking about the length and line that he was bowling, and this time he cramped it so very well, bowling it into Sanjay Yadav. In fact, the delivery in which he had got Aparajit wicket, he had rushed the batter into playing that pull shot, and this time giving not enough time for Sanjay Yadav.
Sanjay Yadav indicating he's all right. The ball did get stuck in the grill. Becomes a dead ball. Slower delivery. This is good cricket, this, from Sandeep Wadia. Varying the pace as well as the length.
Certainly he's making, he's up for a challenge, because also I was impressed by the way Kaushik Gandhi has utilized his bowlers today, because generally you'll see Sandeep Warrior bowling most of his overs in power play, but this time he had just bowled 1 over in power play, and he's bowled the rest in the middle overs. So a new challenge in for Sandeep Warrior, and I think he's done so far so very well.
Nellai Kings will get to 148 if they get 10 per over from here on. And Sandeep Warrior has really been impressive. 1 for 7, he's into his 3rd over. This time he gets hold of it, and that'll go to the boundary. Indrajit quickly getting into position there and playing the pull shot to perfection.
Great shot from Indrajit, a welcome Shriram 4 from Indrajit's bat. But I think he guessed this coming, because every alternate ball he is trying to bowl it short and into the body. He saw this coming, and he reacted very well.
It's a case of a trap, escape, counter trap, counter escape, isn't it? Between the bowler and the batter. Battle of wits. Lot of adjustments being made here, almost on a ball-to-ball basis. The captain needs to be ahead of the game. This time once again looking to pick up a boundary, but there was a fielder placed there after the shot of the previous ball.
Especially when a batter or a bowler is following a pattern, you need to try to rattle them up. Try to make them do a little different, and that's when you will deter their confidence. So this time Indrajit has done a very good job in trying to do that, because if you just keep the bowler dominate you, then there's no coming back from that. As a batter, you need to
A lot of humidity, and also the challenge of having to outwit the batter. That's a well-directed bounce, a big appeal and given. That's a very important wicket. Sanjay Yadav is the batter dismissed. Good stuff this from Sandeep Warrior.
Great thinking from Sandeep Warrior. He pulled it into the body, giving no room for Sanjay Yadav. Outdone him with skill and brilliance. Great work from Sandeep Warrior. He has been exceptional today. Sanjay Yadav out for 21.
They are taking quite a lot of time to get their fielders in the right places and the right fielders in the right places. But it's worth it if they're going to succeed and get a stranglehold on the Nellai Kings. What is going on here? Ajitesh backing up too much. They've gone to the third umpire.
TV umpire to director, we have a referral for run out. Can you get me the best side on angle, please? Yes, I am satisfied. I have a decision for you.
Good work by Arish. And here is the confirmation. Cycle Pure Agarbati prayer answered for the Chepauk Super Gillies. They get the wicket of Ajitesh for naught. Good work by the fielder at mid-wicket, Harish Kumar. It has to be said is almost suicidal on the part of Ajitesh. 88 for 5.
I mean, a lot of responsibility will lie on Indrajit because now he has to anchor the innings and ensure they get to a decent target. I don't know what Ajitesh was thinking even before he could call. He was halfway through, right into the hands of Harish. This could well be because they haven't batted together for... I'm not sure if they've batted the first time together because this is sheer misunderstanding and miscommunication. Indrajit taken aback. A matter of time, he saw Ajitesh right next to him. Just looks baffled for a second.
Packing up is all right, but just running hard was always going to be a problem for the non-striker because he did not cross the field at mid-wicket. As a non-striker, you need to have a reasonable idea of what the angles are. Fuller length, this clever stuff, this from Siddharth. He's bowling to give Indrajit a single here and get Jitendra Kumar on strike. Good thinking.
I mean, rightly mentioned, you were talking about the angles, just not in terms of the non-striker trying to back up, but even as a batter, angles plays a very important role because that will determine converting your single into double or the double into a boundary. So angles play a very vital role. So awareness is very important for every batter, every player.
Nicely tossed up. Yes, it into the deep, but just the single. Siddharth has got a predominant offside field, but he is bowling quicker into the pads of the batter whenever he sees the batters charge out.
That has been his strength because every time, even when he bowls in the power play, he's generally very quick through the air, unlike a Sai Kishore or an Alexander. So every time he sees a batter or preempts that the batter is going to step out, he's going to come in with that arm ball really quick.
Almost Yorker length there. You see this being done by the fast bowlers, but Siddharth has the ability to bowl it right on the crease.
Great bowling from him so far because he's understood the batter. He very well knew that Jitendra Kumar is coming to bat, a new batter. Generally, Nellai batting doesn't go past Ajitesh. So this time, I'm sure first time the batters would be batting. Even the batters who are to come after Jitendra Kumar would be batting for the first time in the tournament because generally the batting only would be up until Ajitesh. So a new challenge for them today.
Strain down the onside. That'll be a wide. Yes, umpire Srinivasan declaring the wide there. Was perhaps expecting the batter Indrajit to charge down the track, but that did not happen. Good delivery. That one came back into the right-hander. That one went with the arm. End of the over. 93 for 5, Nellai Kings. Sai Kishore starting his third over. Nicely bowled. Clever armour that. Not much of pace, but just ensuring the ball just drifted back into the right-hander.
There's already enough challenge on Jitendra today. Coming in, a bit of a discussion. Jagadisan having a small chat with Kaushik Gandhi. In fact, after the bowler, Jagadisan would be the man who would understood the wicket, how the wicket is behaving. So, want to give some pointers to the captain.
Nicely bowled, no pace at all. They're very clever variations, subtle variations in the air from Sai Kishore.
Seeing a change in field position now. A short fine comes into place, which means he's going to attack the stump as much as possible.
This one quicker through the air onto the pads. A single is conceded. He was sure that he was going to bowl that line. That's the reason the short third was brought to 45 on the onside. It's one thing to have a field of your choice, but it's another thing to bowl to the field that you've asked for.
Very well said. Because it's very difficult to bowl for the field that you've asked for. A lot of pressure lies on you. The captain is going to look at you if you're going to bowl elsewhere.
That is why Sai Kishore has done well. Played down the ground for a single. Indrajit has to really have a go now, because there's no point in knocking it around at this stage of the innings. 4 overs remain after this one. They need to try and get at least about 30-35 runs. In order to do that, they got to try and find some boundaries here. Just using the middle finger there. Hardly any spin imparted for the ball to drift back into the right-hander.
In fact, throughout the tournament, CSG has been incredible with their bowling efforts, because they've just conceded 17 wides throughout the tournament collectively as a team.
Once again, no room at all from Sai Kishore, but Jitendra Kumar will pick up a single and retain the strike. 96 for 5, Nellai Kings at the end of 16.
Dinner was sumptuous.
That's always been Shriram.
What are we looking at here? Can they get to 135? That'll be a really good total. They need 40 runs from here in the 23 balls remaining, which is quite possible because they've got Indrajit at the crease.
But to get to what you're talking about, they need to go at 10 and over here.
It should be possible in the last 4. Ideally. Yep, this is good for Indrajit. He does play the finisher's role. Tense looking Shanmugam, the coach of the Nellai Royal Kings.
Doesn't sit down much, does he, during the game? Oh, it's a full toss, and he's picked it up beautifully. These are the kinds of shots that you would want as a fan of Nellai Royal Kings. Inder smashes it for a boom boom boomer. Super sixer.
Lovely pick-up shot. Full toss, all right, still had to be put away. And it's put away in style for a boomer 6. That brings up the 100 for the Nellai Royal Kings. 103 for 5. And a boundary of the second ball puts huge pressure on the bowler. Good way to start the over. They need 10, if not more than that in the over.
A good start to this over. Dew has played its part. From the way Kaushik Gandhi is keeping himself busy with the ball, with the towel there, it obviously appears that there is a fair bit of the wet outfield, perhaps, because there's been a heavy dose of rainfall over the last evening. We hear it was raining till about 4 in the morning, and then we had drizzle before. There was a delay in play, probably all that contributing, of course, to the wet outfield.
The groundsman has done a great job here. Just chatting to him, he was telling me that the wind direction was constantly changing and the clouds were coming from everywhere. So he had no chance to predict.
And also was... Oh, there's an opportunity, a direct hit. Oh, he would have been gone.
Yep.
A good shot, but just found Sai Kishore. A neat looking sports buzz catch of the match.
Disappointed Indrajit. Didn't get all of it. He needed to be there at the end, but that was not to be.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that 135 looks a distant dream here. 106 for 6.
Somebody needed to get a 50, and that's been the template for this wicket. If a set batter can go on and get a 50 plus, 60 plus score, puts the team in the driver's seat. Usually Aparajit, Sanjay Yadav or Indrajit have done that for Nellai, but today hasn't been.
That's nice. A bit of improvisation, and he's got the reward for that. A boomer, super sixer, nicely carved out of absolutely nowhere.
That's pretty intelligent batting. I think he was sort of preempting what Sandeep Warrior was going to bowl. He almost knew what was coming. Just went inside the line, helped it along. Very, very welcome. Boomer 6. Shah Jahan 7 of 2. He can hit a long ball, Shah Jahan. Hasn't had many batting opportunities in the tournament. Good hitter of spin, but he's now showing his prowess against pace as well.
Yeah, that's a very good start to this over. Starting off with a 6. Fantastic. What's that second ball going to be? Is it going to be fuller? Is it going to be a similar length? Very, very similar. Hesitation.
What that shot has done is prompted a field change. There's a fine leg back now, a square leg back. Mid-wicket is coming. So what they're telling Shah Jahan is, if you can pull me over mid-wicket, I'll take that. But I'm not giving you easy boundaries over fine leg. So you can't come in and whip it or use the pace.
For the moment, is off for Siddharth Manimaran. Yeah, single against similar lengths. But I guess to hit somebody like Sandeep Warrior over that mid-wicket for Shah Jahan is going to be interesting.
Requires good hand speed. Need to pick up the length early. You need to transfer your weight back, then clear that mid-wicket boundary. It's not that easy, especially for a batsman who's just walked in. Good thinking from the Chepauk Super Gillies.
Again, a change in field. Changes in field. Just got in the mid-wicket, then decided to put the mid-wicket near the boundary, and then he's got that short mid-wicket in position. Good delivery, somehow managed to pick up a single.
They've taken their time, haven't they? Taken quite a long time to bowl these 20 overs.
They've taken a lot of time, honestly. There's Chepauk Super Gillies. 8, of course, in this over. 4 balls gone. 2 more to go. Oh, this hesitation. He's not going to go for it. He's not going to go for it. Almost every ball, there seems to be a bit of an issue for Nellai Royal Kings at the moment. Family in attendance?
Familiar looking face. Seen her somewhere, haven't I?
Don't try telling her that. Shriram.
I was just telling her on the phone that I was eating bel puri and pani puri. She said, I'm coming to the game. That's the truth.
Yeah, just to clarify, that's Sridhar and Shriram's wife. Not the one that is waving. A couple of seats to the left. I'll take it with the next over with Shriram. 18 gone, 114 for 6. Shriram, isn't it?
We all love our food. You included.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're just loving this game. Hoping for a couple of big hits here is this crowd here in Salem. Last 12 deliveries. He's tried to go over the top. Has he found the gap? Not just the gap, he's got the distance as well, I guess. Might want to check it, the umpires, but it looked on the rope. Yeah. Should be given a boom, 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 a sixer. We'll wait for the official. There you go. The umpire declares it a boom, 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 a super sixer.
Terrific shot from Jitendra Kumar. Wasn't that short, but he picked up length pretty quick. Had freedom to swing his arms, but still had to get it wide of long on. Terrific start to the over.
That's the way he's got to play. That's the way he's going to play. But this time he's found the fielder. Sai Kishore comes in, breaks the partnership. Another one down.
He's too clever, Sai Kishore. Wide and slow through the bait. And Jitendra Kumar just fell for it. It was a very easy catch. It's gone for 13, 120 for 7.
Karthik Manikandan, who's making his debut, is out there in the middle. Just the amount of control that Sai Kishore has on his length is just admirable. He's gone from string to string, just held it up in the air, picks up a wicket.
Terrific. Something we've seen Yuzi Chahal do so much. Nice from Karthik Manikandan, off the mark in the TNPL. He's leg spinner, that's his main skill, but he's here to bat. He's got to give his side a good finish for him to get something to bowl at. The son of the Nellai coach Shanmugam, very good leg spinner, very young talent, good talent coming through. Can't wait to see him bowl RK today.
Doesn't sit down at all, does he? He's a coach of Nellai Royal Kings. He's always on the move.
You're exactly right. Doesn't sit down at all. You said he doesn't sit down much last time. That's not true. He doesn't sit down at all.
I watched him a couple of overs more.
He's always going to be loitering around there. And is even more tense when his son's on strike.
Yes. Oh, had he picked it up neatly, would have had an opportunity.
Come on, Radhakrishnan, you need to pick it up better.
Who are you talking to? What are you talking about?
You can take it the way you want it to.
I've always known you to be a very kind-hearted person, Sri. It's about the fielder there.
Let's keep it that way, okay.
Better that way. Okay, final ball. 9 of this over so far. 10 of that over. So another over to go, 124 for 7. There plenty of banter, I'm sure, at home. I did ask this question to Sonu about Sanjay doing well. So he said, I mean, he was just very, very diplomatic. He said, look, yeah, he's done all right. Let me do what I can do from here on in one of the games. Wide to begin that over.
Suddenly that 135 looks a possibility. Can they creep up to 140 or am I too greedy?
To be honest, from the look of what has happened over the last couple of overs, perhaps 140 means that you are a bit greedy, but sometimes it's good to be greedy, isn't it?
Aim high.
Just picked it up, but just found the fielder there. Just a single. One more, one more. Yeah, everything and anything would go.
Yep, they take every run. The good thing is Shah Jahan's back on strike and there's a shorter leg side boundary for him. It was casual from Jagdishan. Let that extra run go.
Now, that is the result of what happened the previous delivery. An extra run meant Shah Jahan was on strike and he's hammered this for a massive 6.
Yep. Little bit of slackness from the keeper resulted in Shah Jahan getting back on strike, and what a shot. Slow ball into the pitch and he just sent it into orbit. Big shot. Okay, are we getting 140 here? 4 more balls to go.
Go 145.
Oh, that's too greedy.
Yeah, 7 of 4. You never know what can happen. There's a third man inside the circle. I'm also looking at that. So thickish edge.
Make him hit it in the long boundary. Bowl wider. Get your fine leg in.
Beautifully played. That's a 6. 145 is not too far away here. 139 with 3 more deliveries to go.
Shah Jahan's turning it on. He hadn't got a lot of hits before this tournament. He just got to bat once against Laika Kobe Kings the previous game. And what a display he's putting on tonight. Lovely swing of the bat. Long levers. Flat, straight 6. That's what they want. Nellai Royal Kings. 139 and 3 to play. Okay, 145, 150.
The last time I said 145, you said I'm getting too greedy. But it's turning out to be interesting. Is there a 2? Is there a 2? They better get a 2. No, just a single. Oh, now, yeah. No.
You are getting too greedy.
Is the ball still in play? Okay, I think they might have to decide. They might have to decide if they had crossed over before the bails was taken. For all you know, Shah Jahan might have to go back.
Which back?
Comedy of errors here. What is Shah Jahan trying to do? That is a bit confusing. I'm not sure who is out.
He's still inside the crease, isn't it? Now, when the stump is broken, Karthik Manikandan is still inside the crease, no?
Have they crossed? That's the question. When the stump was broken, have they crossed? Or has he reached? Maybe it's Karthik Manikandan who is out.
Yeah, they are just about ready with that decision, I guess. Did the batsman cross? Right, the decision has been made. It is Karthik Manikandan who needs to go back. So the umpires have obviously decided that they did cross at the moment of the bails being taken off. Karthik gone for 2, 140 for 8. So 2 deliveries to go. Shah Jahan on strike. It's gone over. Not really. Not really. It's gone straight into the hands of Jagadisan, who makes no mistake. And Shah Jahan needs to walk back.
We all thought it was a good result for Nellai Royal Kings getting Shah Jahan back on strike, but that didn't last too long. Well-directed short ball straight into Jagadisan's hands. Shah Jahan's gone. Well made, 25 though. Good cameo. 140 for 9.
Yeah, 145 looks distant now. Easwaran comes out to bat. Suddenly 145 seemed a realistic possibility. But yeah, this is put paid to that. Yeah, confusion everywhere. When is that an extra delivery? Oh, it's gone. It's all out. It's all out. 140 all out. It's incredible how things have changed here. 20 overs, 140 all out.
The over started at 124. We asked for 135. We asked for 140. Then we asked for 150. But then they ended up at 140.
Yeah, the umpire, for a moment, I thought was going to give it, call it a wide, but that was not called. In any case, you didn't have batters left, but that one run You never know what can happen. But there we go, 140 at the end of 20 overs. It started with a lot of promise. They were pegged back by Chepauk Super Gillies, and then eventually there seemed to be a bit of a flourish, but then eventually 140 is all they could muster in their allotted 20.
Well, CSG's bowling attack was great tonight. Did everything go as per the plan that you had?
Most of the times we were executing our plans pretty well, and we know how quality batsmen from NRK are. They have also actually posted a pretty good total. They are actually they did do a pretty good job tackling us in that wicket, but I think we executed our plans to mostly to our best of our abilities. Hats off to them also. They also played pretty well.
Like you said, the target is set at 141. Do you think the batters can get the job done today?
Obviously, we'll have to chase it down. There's no choice in that. I hope it's going to be a good game.
All right. Thank you so much for chatting with us, and all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be a good game. 141 is what Chepauk Super Gillies need. Harish came at the top of the order. That didn't last long. Siddharth Manimaran opened proceedings, and then there was a neat little partnership, wasn't it?
Good partnership. Some lovely shots either side of the wicket. These two back foot sixes from Aparajit stood out for me. Surya Prakash heaved one over mid-wicket, took the pressure off, but then got dismissed the very next over. Lot was on this pair until Aparajit holed out to mid-wicket. Sanjay Yadav then came in, whacked this six of Sai Kishore, and in the company of Indrajit looked to take the game away until the short ball plan worked for Sandeep Warrior. Unnecessary run out of Ajitesh, who wasn't aware of the field, meant that it was all Indrajit who had to do the bulk of the scoring. Did try his level best, but Sai Kishore, the tall man that he is, pouched one at deep mid-wicket.
A few runs, of course, towards the end. Went to just over 9 and over in those final 5, even as the wickets kept falling at the other end. He's the man that was responsible for ensuring that there is a sense of respectability. Shah Jahan hasn't had the opportunity to bat too much in this tournament, but when he's had the willow, he's done all right. That's probably... It's one of those run-outs. The umpires had to look at those frames very, very closely. Eventually, Shah Jahan survived, but went off the very next ball. And 3-3 for the team from CSG. So there you go.
side in the square boundaries. Took heavy toll of it in the power play. 2 4s and 2 6s. But in the end, this man's innings mattered. When all of them got out, Shah Jahan came in, picked up that 6. But this was the moment, according to me. He managed to get back on strike. This could hurt the Chepauk Super Gillies. Possibly. Because he hit 2 6s of the next 2 balls. Extremely smart from him. It resulted in a 16-run over in the end. 33 for 2 wickets for Sonu Yadav. But the 2 bowlers first up. 2 for 14 for M. Siddharth. 2 for 20 of Sandeep Warrior. Picked up 4 important wickets that broke the back of the Nellai Royal Kings. The first one to go was NS Harish. A makeshift opener, good catch from R. Satish, and then was Surya Prakash, got plumb in front. Baba Aprajit, a short ball, comfortable catch for skipper Kaushik Gandhi, another short one from him, resulting in the end of Sanjay Yadav. This one was a suicide almost. Don't know where he was running. Ajitesh, unfortunately, already got the 6 in the over, went for more. Baba Indrajit hauled out to the tallest man, the ground, Sai Kishore. Again, 6 and out for Jitendra. And then came a flurry of run-outs. This was the first one. It was smart actually, because Shah Jahan just wanted to get back on strike. The young man on debut unfortunately didn't understand what was going on. He had to sacrifice in the next one. Didn't cost him too many because he was bowled out of a good bouncer. Another one run out by Jagadisan. In the end,
We have Jagadisan from CSG joining us for a quick chat. Hi Jaggi. Big game tonight. I'm sure you're going to do everything possible to make it to yet another final.
Definitely, I think the ultimate goal for our team was to, reach the finals and, somehow clinch onto the trophy. And to do that, I think the whole team is looking forward for the game.
Well, you started the season with 2 losses and then bulldozed your way into the playoffs and into the qualifier 1. This is just proof of how great the CSG squad is, isn't it?
I mean, to be honest, yeah, I think we all know that we've got a lot of good players in the team. I think it's just about, clicking as a unit. And it took a bit of time for us. And, I think there's been a lot of positives throughout the tournament till now. And we just hope to continue the same.
Jaggi, what makes CSG so special a team? Why are they the most consistent team of TNPL?
I think one has to be the kind of individuals we are on the field. I mean, everybody has got different sorts of talents. And, we've got a lot of all-rounders who can bowl and bat, which I think is probably the best combination you can ever get in a T20 game. So I think that's one of the main reasons.
Well, if you win this one tonight, you're going to be playing the first ever final in your hometown at Coimbatore. What does that mean to you personally?
I mean, to be honest, I've not been actually looking forward to it because, I think something which I believe in is, stay in the present. And, I'm just looking for this game. And, it's obviously not going to be an easy game for us because they've been doing really well. And we're just looking forward for a good game of cricket.
Great. Thank you so much for chatting with us and best of luck for today.
Thank you.
and that's what he'll be contending with. Jagadisan, the fan-crazed new ball. The umpires walk in again here for one last time here in Salem. Krishnamachari Srinivasan and MG Sai Darshan Kumar. Nellai Royal Kings come in amidst fireworks. So I welcome Malo into the commentary box. Whose side are you on, Malo? Who do you think are the favourites to win this game?
I mean, we can't look past the CSG team. They know what it takes to win the tournament. They know what it takes. Play the important games. There's a reason why they've been 2-time, 3-time champion.
And that man on the screen we spoke to a little while earlier has been one of the familiar faces in TNPL, and so is his skipper, Kaushik Gandhi. A decent season, but known to play well in the playoffs as well. 118 strike rate with an average of 26. It's a lot of due to contend with. The Nellai Royal Kings will have a task at hand. 141 runs is what they have to defend. This man on screen, Aditya Raj Davidson, has been bowling really good spells for the Nellai Royal Kings. Bowls the tough overs. Bowls 2 in the power play and 2 at the death. So understandably, his economy has been high, but he's taken some important wickets. So I get that you favor the team that's chasing. 141. What is required for the Nellai Royal Kings?
There has been a trend here. Ball comes onto the bat really well for the first 2 overs, with the ball having some sort of shine on it, lacquer as they say. As soon as that wears off, the slowness of the pitch comes into the equation. So being smart about the first 2 overs is going to be important from the Nellai Royal Kings point of view, and trying to make the most of the first 3 overs for CSG is going to be important.
That being said, Aditya Raj will take the ball away from Kaushik Gandhi, something that he likes. He likes to go over cover point. But first ball, the second innings. Swing straight away. And Indrajit is obliged by giving him a slip. They need early wickets. It's not a cloud, it's the smoke. There's a lot of insecticide being sprayed. Had that issue because the lights attract the insects, especially in time of rain. We had a little shower just before the start of play today. Thankfully, the rain stayed away. Nicely done. Just a single. He's off the mark, Kaushik Gandhi.
Good start by Adis. Radar locked on, and this is what they're playing for. Nothing new for the CSG, but NRK, something big to play for.
Hearing the sound of the bat, he hit it near the sticker that bounced. Sure, Aditya Raj will be looking to do something different to Jagadisan as well. Make him drive, give him the option. In case you want to refresh your memory, this is the team against which Jagadisan got run out, and there was a huge issue around it. It was the first game of the TNPL. Edged, gone! First bowler for Jagadisan. The slip was in play for that reason, and Aditya Raj picks him up on the first delivery. What a start for the Nellai Royal Kings.
We aren't worried about the run out, are we? Beautiful delivery, had quality all over it. Late swing, Jagadisan forced into the shot. Easy catch for Aparajit at first slip. Jagadisan goes for a first bowler. CSG 1 for 1.
The new batter, RK. Radhakrishnan comes out to bat with 271 on his jersey. But Aditya Raj has got a bit of swing. The slip is still there. Will he test him again outside off stump? That's exactly what he does. I wouldn't mind another slip, Malo.
Absolutely. And it's the late swing that's creating the trouble for the batsman. Forced to play the shot. In the last second, the ball leaving the batsman. The same thing happening here with Radhakrishnan as well. 2 slips for sure, yes. But for someone like Radhakrishnan, bring in the third man, push the sweeper on the boundary, or maybe have a 7-2 field if required.
It's Radhakrishnan, 138 strike rate in this year's TNPL. Bouncer doesn't time it well. Will this be taken? Yes, it will. 2 wickets of the first over. This game is heading for a thriller because Adisiraj Davidson has other plans. Could well be the Shannon Fly strong performer of the match.
We're talking about swing, and now he shows his variation in length. Hurried the batsman there. Radhakrishnan caught unaware. Easy catch for the fielder. What a game, what a start. Radhakrishnan goes second ball. 1 for 2.
I just kept quiet to just see him run in to face the first delivery. Sai Kishore took a lot of time while setting his field. Forgotten to do his laces. Might have to redo them. But Sai Kishore has done well with the bat this year, and he's in here because of this.
Exactly the start NRK would have wanted. Adisiraj Davidson showing all his experience. Well bowled, a good length, and more importantly, the line of the ball. That's what caught the batsman.
Okay, Malo, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Celebration of Adisiraj and all is done. For the third wicket, they've given him a 6-4 field for Sai Kishore. Adisiraj's strength is the Yorker, but Sai Kishore's weakness is the bouncer. What's he going to go for?
Yorker, there's no doubt about it.
Let's see, final ball of an interesting first over. Goes length. What a great over. 1 for 2. Expect something much more fuller though. Nicely done. Nicely done from Kaushik Gandhi. Just a single.
Interesting phase now. Sai Kishore coming in. Spoken about Ishwaran's strength against the left-hander.
It's predominantly because he takes the ball away from the left-hander. And if you're caught fishing, then it's a high probability of you nicking the ball to one of those fielders, and immediately Baba Indrajit realizes that. He's giving him another slip. 6 fielders on the offside for Sai Kishore with 2 slips. This is attacking captaincy from Baba Indrajit. Sai Kishore off the mark with that single.
The ball doesn't seem to be swinging as much as Ishwaran would like. Also with the second slip coming in, the point region was left open. Pretty easy single.
Adisiraj still on the physio's table. One of the best in the business. Shyam, the physio for the Nellai Royal Kings, has been around the circuit quite a bit. Nicely done. Shouldn't be a dot ball. Malu, we were speaking in the mid-innings and we had an update from on the ground. what the due update was and what the due scene is. And the first over, there was just one ball that went on the practice pitches. After that, once it goes to the boundary and once it gets wet, the ball just stops swinging, doesn't it?
Hit the nail on the head there, Abhi. And that's why we're seeing the ball stop swinging now.
Coming on nicely now. 8 off the over. That's 9 for 2. Nicely driven. Was a nothing delivery from Aditya Raj. I think he's struggling a bit with that hamstring. Sai Kishore takes full toll of it with a Shriram 4.
Went for the Yorker and expected the ball to swing. We've been talking about this. No swing at all. With the vacant cover point region, easy pickings there for Sai Kishore. Brings in an immediate change in field. The short mid-wicket fielder goes to the cover point region.
I'd be tempted to take the slip out as well, but the slip stays on. A much better effort from Aditya Raj. He seems to be limping though. The first over was a different story.
He was right on target, swinging the ball late, inducing the edge there. And once we thought he was going to be bowling up, he brought in the variation, went in hard, went in short. What a start for NRK.
The experienced campaigners, these guys, Sai Kishore and Kaushik Gandhi, just relieving the nerves a little bit. Boundary and then a single. But I just fear for Aditya Raj. He seems to be struggling a bit. Not the same effort as the first over.
Hamstring injuries. No injury is easy, especially being a medium pacer. Hamstring. Troublesome times for Adis.
Dot again. But it's an area of concern for the Nellai Royal Kings because he is a strike bowler, their prime medium pacer. There were games where they had to try out the other option, and thankfully Ishwaran, who was also struggling with an injury, came back into their team. Fitness, their strike medium pacers are very, very important. Nicely done again.
Lion-hearted effort from Adis. This is right after the first over. You can see immediately going for the hamstring there, having a word with the umpire. His genuine case there. You can see that he's struggling. His follow-through has almost come down to 2 steps now.
Usually the umpires are a bit strict about bowlers just bowling an over and walking off, but this seems quite genuine, and he's struggling to even get in that run up quickly. That seems close. He's showing his bat. That's what probably saved him. 5 of that, 14 for 2. Just playing up a little bit. He's bowled 2 overs. I'm sure he can fill in those 2 overs at the death. But the real concern is he can't go in. If he does, he won't be able to bowl. Obviously, we're in the AHA power play. The first 6 overs. Ishwaran comes back into the attack. That's close. Hey, he missed it. Huge miscommunication. But Kaushik Gandhi survives.
That's what pressure does. Indrajit very clever with his field placement. Surya Prakash had one job, had 3 stumps to aim at. Would have been really close. That's what pressure does to you, Abhi.
Matter of inches in this game. Still a bit surprised with the slip in for the right-hander. Clear case for mid-wicket, something that he chips in the air to Ishwaran. this time deciding against the single. It's been a good start. Again, Nellai Royal Kings sticking to medium pace when all other teams have gone spin. Especially in the power play, Malo.
Why try to mend something that's not broken? Ishwaran's done brilliantly for them with the new ball. So has Adis. That's what's brought Nellai Royal Kings to qualify this year. Sticking to the game plan.
Yeah, I'm certain that the next couple of overs are going to be, it's going to be at least 1 over of spin. It's going to be interesting who he goes to. I have a feeling it's going to be his brother in the power play, Baba Aprajit, because the left-hander is on strike and he'll want Kaushik Gandhi to go the big slog sweep or the sweep. He's giving him the attacking field. He wants to get Sai Kishore out, slip and almost a wideish gully and a wideish point. I'd be tempted to flash hard. No third man in a T20 game. Again a quick single. Would he have been gone twice?
Amazing cricketer all round. I think he made it comfortably there. But good skill there with Surya Prakash. Reverse flick is what we call it.
Yeah, he's missed the stumps twice. Will he be third time lucky? Surya Prakash. He's a lot of lucky to watch their stars in action. Come to the ground in huge numbers in Salem. People young and old. He nails that, Kaushik Gandhi. A boom, boom, boomer 6 for him. Shot and he creamed it over mid-wicket for his second sixer.
Knew exactly what the bowler was planning to do there. Again, a nothing delivery, neither short nor full. Right down his alley. With the meat of the bat. Going from strength to strength here, Kaushik Gandhi.
Yeah, he's looking good. Came off the middle. The first one was just a chip, but this one, he intended to hit it in front. Got it exactly where he wanted. Second six in as many overs of Ishwaran. Again, 6 and a single. Will keep strike, 24 for 2.
Nellai Kings did well enough to get to a score of 140. And then when the chase started, Adisraj Davidson started off with a bang, picking up 2 wickets in the first over. And now, we'll have to wait and see if Sanjay Yadav will try and capitalize on the start given by Davidson. Kaushik Gandhi is batting on 16. He's hit a couple of sixes. Sai Kishore promoted up the order, as has become the norm these days. He's batting on 8. Starts off with a full toss, the left-arm spinner. That's easy one for Kaushik Gandhi. He picks up a Shriram 4 of the full toss. In the com box is another fierce hitter on the field, Krish Kamini.
Hello, I'm just welcome with a boundary. A freebie for Kaushik Gandhi with no square leg in place. Would be happy to dispatch it to the boundary.
Befitting welcome for you. Boundary across the moment you come into the commentary box.
I hope I bring some luck to CSG because it's just a partnership building now. I hope to see more of that.
This is the AHA Power Play. You subscribe using the code 99 TNPL and you will get non-stop entertainment for just ₹99. That's a good deal, really. Do that quickly on the AHA app. Once again, these two are really creating a bit of excitement running between the wickets. They've had a couple of close calls, and especially when they're running singles, they're keeping everybody interested.
A very risky run, but in the end, a great finish by Kaushik Gandhi. very confident with the calling, because if you want to take those drop and run runs, you need to ensure that you're very clear. So he's got 154s in TNPL. Quite a record, Kaushik Gandhi. Today we did see Sanjay Yadav break a record, getting maximum sixers.
Looking for a big hit with Sai Kishore. He's looking to take the left-arm spinner on. They've already lost a couple of wickets. One wonders what the idea was in sending Sai Kishore, whether to get a move on or whether to try and bat out a few overs. He's played a few deliveries here, so he thinks he's got to move on. That one turned big, but it's been declared a wide.
His role is defined very well, especially with the left-arm spinner bowling and the wicket giving away a bit of a turn. He wants to take on the left-arm spinner.
This time goes big, gets a good connection there. It's out of the park. Boom, boom, boomer. Super 6 from Sai Kishore. He did try it a couple of deliveries ago, but this time he was successful.
Great smash from Sai Kishore. The minute it was pitched in the slot, he knew he had to go for it, and he backed himself and gave it a huge smack. In fact, there were two fielders placed on the boundary, and it had carried quite a bit of a distance, almost hitting the cup.
Big boy Sai Kishore using the long levers on that occasion. This time going over the top and succeeds in picking up another Shriram 4. This is good batting from Sai Kishore, putting away the loose deliveries, and 40 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. Starts off by dragging it short. That single will bring Sai Kishore on strike. His desire to get a move on here, and in the last over he hit that one out of the park for a 6 and then followed up with a boundary. Will that make him the upstock most valuable asset of the match? Chepauk Gillies suffered a couple of setbacks in the very first over, but they've rallied well. Kaushik Gandhi doing a good job there, and Sai Kishore providing him good support. And this is where they keep creating a lot of excitement and entertainment for everyone.
I mean, his intention is that he doesn't want to waste a lot of deliveries. It's a bit of a mix-up. But it's pretty clear that Sai Kishore is the one who's want to take the initiative.
This time straight down the ground. That's a big strike. Boom, 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 a super 6. What's happening to Sai Kishore here? He's decided he's going to cut loose. In fact, he did that last over.
Elegant shot. I can just use the word elegance, because beautifully timed, one of the most difficult shots to play, especially with against a bowler like Apajit, and off-spinner bowling into you, and with a long on in the boundary. Beautifully articulated shot. Treat to the watch.
It was really hit. Once again going down the ground here as he cleared it. Yes! Back to back, boom, 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 a super 6 here for the Chepauk Gillies. And that 6 brings up the 50.
An encore of 6s, just a replication for the one earlier. He's well certainly inflicting a lot of scars on Apajit. Shows how consistent and evolved Sai Kishore is. His intentions are pretty clear that he wants to take on the bowler, and he's done so successfully well. The partnership of 52 coming, most of the contribution coming from Sai Kishore. 30 of just 14 deliveries speaks volume of him.
One more ball left in the power play. Already, this is the highest score in the power play at this venue. Sai Kishore Will he go for another one? He's already had back-to-back sixes. Good shots, both of them. Change in field. A mid-on has been brought in. And there is a deep mid-wicket. A long off is already there. Pushed through the air quicker by a project. Dot ball to end the over. 53 for 2. Chepauk Gillies. There have been a lot of boundaries in this innings. Sanjay Yadav is starting a second over. It was an expensive over first up for him. Nicely driven. Kaushik Gandhi will pick up a single. And this is what's happened in the power play. A setback for the Chepauk Gillies. Lost a couple of overs. A couple of wickets, beg your pardon. Power play starting off in a bad fashion for them. And then Kaushik Gandhi getting into the act. And Sai Kushal, after playing himself in, decided to use the long levers and hit 3 sixes. And now they are way ahead at this stage of the innings.
Sanjay Yadav seems to look a little off color today because generally he's a very good bowler, but this time out of the 7 deliveries that he's bowled 3 full tosses. A very easy full tosses. And I have a feeling something it has to do with his batting, because every time he performs very well, he comes out as a brilliant bowler.
How was that?
It could also be a case of the ball getting wet, because that ball has been hit around the park in the last 2-3 overs. There's a lot of dew. As a result, the ball might be getting wet. He's finding it difficult to grip the ball perhaps. He has got a towel. He's wiping the ball vigorously. Cut away. They'll look for the second and will get it comfortably. Yeah, it's not easy when the ball is slipping out of your hands for a bowler, and even for the fielders it's not easy. That's what is happening out there. That would have been obviously stopped were it not to skid along the turf. Not only does the ball skid off the surface, but it also skids on the outfield too.
Ball, lovely. Ball Sanjay, ball Sanjay.
That's where skill comes into place, because when you know things are, the situation or the conditions are little adverse, a great technique will help.
Yeah, these cricketers are getting a very good experience of playing under these conditions. They'll all develop and improve further as they play more and more. This is the offside field for the left-hander. Giving the charge, but this time around he'll just pick up a single and retain the strike. Sai Kishore, 59 for 2, Chepauk Gillies. Aparajit starting his second over is coming from round the wicket to the left-handed Sai Kishore. He's batting on 32 of 17. He's given enough glimpses to everyone that he's capable of hitting a long ball. This time around, just nudging it. He's running hard. He let contend with just the single there.
With Sai Kishore striking nearly close to 180, it's only making things easier for Chepauk Super Gillies and Kaushik on the other end, because they're just a little run a ball in the chase. And I'll be interested to see how he's going to go about with his innings in the 7th over with 5 fielders on the boundary line.
Yeah, what Sai Kishore is doing is facilitating Kaushik Gandhi's return to form. He can take his time and try and regain some form. He started off well, then his form slipped a bit. Now he's got to try and find his touch again.
Very true. As a batter, it's important that you support your partner, and especially with a batter like Kaushik Gandhi, who is by himself a great player, a player with a lot of potential. I mean, him getting back into the form right before the finals, because at this point it looks like they are cruising into the finals. So Kaushik Gandhi getting into form right before the finals will be a huge boost for CSG.
.79 or 74 required for Chepauk Super Gillies. It looks fairly easy on the face of it, but this is a format where things can suddenly change. In the blink of an eye, you'll see a lot of things happening. We did see a couple of wickets falling in the opening over, then there's been a resurrection, and then suddenly the same partnership has put the pressure back on the fielding side. So things will keep changing here. There'll be a lot of ebbs and flows in this format.
Every time there's going to be a different phase in the game. So the team which is going to win maximum phases in the game or maximum session will come out to be the winners, because in a format like T20, you don't have much time to react.
This is just the start of the middle phase for the Chepauk Gillies. They got 10 runs in this phase. The power play also was better for the Chepauk Gillies. And look at the middle phase for the Nellai Kings. That is where the problem started for them, and they could not recover except when there was a flourish towards the end of the innings. That'll be end of the over. Chepauk Gillies is 63 for 2.
.78 required of 72 deliveries. Right then, we are going to see Karthik Manigandan. After all, it's taken them 8 overs to give him a go here. The debutant, just 17, looking forward to watching him bowl. Decent start as I welcome Malul and Rangarajan into the commentary box.
Seems to have a wonderful action, Karthik Manigandan. Also happens to be the son of the Nellai Royal Kings coach, Mr. Shanmugam. Karthik Manigandan also is just come fresh off an NCA under-19 camp. He's done very well for the state in the age group category.
Proud and a nervous father watching him from the sidelines. Wide given, went seemingly under the bat, but here's his action for you.
A very simple action. Good effort on the ball.
Ball money. Good stuff,
Yeah,
money.
it's just good to look at Karthik Manigandan, but also hugely impressive is his action, the way he's gone about his business.
Gets in good momentum, braces really well, and the hip drive, ticking almost all boxes there. Playing his first game, not easy. The qualifier and also the due on the ground should make it tough for the wrist spinner, but he started really well now.
Not afraid to flight the ball. Yeah, you're right on that account. I mean, everything stacked against him. He's come in when the ball has been wet. He's had to use the towel up against quality side, pressure situation, not defending a huge target. Yeah, a couple of runs there.
You can see what he's trying to do, worried about the due, not trying to give it too much flight. Get decent revs on the ball, but one can understand him being a little circumspect here. I wonder what it was. Was it the sweat off his hand or was it the dew that came off?
He's maintained, he's kept it very, very simple, isn't it? Nothing extravagant. It's his first over on the big stage.
This is what we're talking about. I think it's a mixture of both, the sweat and the dew.
Yeah, would have thought that in the flight, if you had seen a bit more of those water particles, you might have tempted to say it's entirely the wet outfield. But excellent first over. Good way to begin it, 69 for 2.
Just try to attack the stumps. Hope the batsman misses something, gets the LW or a bold.
Smart cricket from Kaushik Gandhi. I know we focus so much on Sai Kishore and how much he's improved as a player, but smart cricket from Kaushik Gandhi. He understands that Sai Kishore is the man who's entertaining the crowd and playing really well, playing some gorgeous shots that these are able to enjoy from the best seats in the house, the Fan Craze fan box. You can always scan the QR code and sign up now to earn a welcome reward. He's picked it up on the leg side, and invariably with the kind of form that Sai Kishore is finding himself in, it stays hit. That's a boom, 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 a super sixer.
Every time Apajit misses his length. Previously in the power play, he was missing it full, and this time he went short. Sai Kishore is batting like a dream here. He's taken off all the pressure. From 1 for 2, they're at 76 for 2. Just the impetus that they required.
It's incredible. Look, I mean, it's fairly obvious that Sai Kishore has improved tremendously across variety of aspects in his game. That also includes his fielding. But what's it that has impressed you the most about Sai Kishore in this version?
When you see IPL players come and play the TNPL, you expect them to be cut above the rest. And Sai Kishore has done that for 2 years in a row now.
Just an inside edge, just a single there. Yeah, he's been a cut above the rest, isn't it? I mean, in the way he's approached, in the way he's operated his skills in the bowling department.
And also, he's the type of cricketer who's always looking for excellence. He's got 2-3 different coaches for his batting. One for power hitting, one for batting against spin. That's how the game has evolved. You almost try to draw parallels with football, where they have a throw-in coach, a goalkeeping coach, so on and so forth.
But that's very, very interesting, actually. In terms of, so you're saying, I mean, he talks to 3 different people to improve or work around his batting. Is that what you're saying? Am I right?
I think he picks a skill within batting. So if it's power hitting against paces, he's got a coach. If it's sweep shots, he's got a different coach for that. Scoop shot, he's got a different coach for that.
He's placed it through the gap, a single, probably to end that over. Yeah, 10 gone, 79 for 2.
Everybody all together!
We have CSG's assistant coach Avinash Khandelwal joining us for a quick chat. Your assessment of the game as it stands?
Well, probably didn't start it the way we wanted to, but right now things have been consolidated by Kaushik Gandhi and Sai Kishore, and things are looking much, much better.
Definitely. I mean, you did lose 2 quick wickets in the first over, but the boys seem to have done a good job of bringing back some of the momentum, right?
This has been one great asset of us, this tournament. At every match we have a new name coming up, standing up for our team, and so it's all going good now.
Well, Sai seems to be doing really well, and we've seen him batting up the order this year. What's the plan behind it?
Yeah, just as she was talking about Sai Kishore doing well, Sai Kishore just hits one in the air and he's got to go. He's annoyed with himself, I'm sure he does. 43 good runs, and Sai Kishore's innings coming to an end.
He's done his job there. Brought in the impetus like we spoke in the power play. Kept the momentum going. Well-deserved first wicket for Karthik Manigandan. Sai Kishore pretty happy with his knock. 43. CSG 79 for 3.
Well, Sai definitely did his best for the team today.
Yes.
But we've seen him bat up the order through the season. And is there a reason behind it? And how hard has he worked on his batting this year?
He has worked very, very hard on his batting. Probably before coming to CSG, I'll say he was batting at number 3 for Tamil Nadu in Vijay Hazare and Ranji Trophy also. So probably has worked a lot, and so you can see the confidence he's carrying in his batting in every innings he has played.
Well, wishing you all the very best for the rest of the innings, and thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much to Avinash. Thank you so much to Samina for that. So 79 for the loss of 3 wickets. A glimmer of hope is what Nellai Royal Kings would want to believe with that dismissal. But Yusa Sidev is extremely capable, but a slip in place for the young leggy who has walked in and given a huge breakthrough.
Good stuff, money, money.
Bowled it outside the off stump, induced the drive to the batsman. Sai Kishore looked to go aerial. Didn't time the ball as well as he would like. But like we said, he's played a very, very important knock in this qualifier.
Sasadev's family in attendance. Now, it's going to be interesting about the roles that they are going to take up now. Kaushik Gandhi has played a second fiddle. He's done remarkably well so far. If I remember the opening game, he did very well. The game that went to this super over. He scored a fine half century against this very side. And up until he was there, you thought the game will be pretty much closed by Chepauk Super Gillies. Oh, lovely delivery. Seemed to be waiting the batter for eternity. Yeah. Good bowling so far from Karthik Manigandan. Yeah, probably that's the indication. I think the umpire is asking them to hurry up, but Sanjay Yadav is informed that the ball is extremely wet, and therefore he needs a bit of time. 59 required of 56. Good ball, good ball. It's almost like you miss, I hit, kind of a line so far from Karthik Manigandan. Didn't get the bounce, didn't get the bounce. Very, very good over, very good delivery. Maybe he'll end up getting a couple of runs, but no, just a single. But what a good over from Karthik Manigandan. 82 for 3. It was around the same time that Nellai Royal Kings, or rather Chepauk Super Gillies, while they were bowling, got in a Sandeep Warrior and effected a breakthrough. Round about the same time, when he started bowling those deliveries into the body, short pitch deliveries, forcing the batters to go for the pull shot.
They had a clear plan. And also the biggest difference here between Sandeep Warrior and Easwaran is the pace. Sandeep Warrior did look like he was touching the late 130s easily today.
Waited for a bit, waited for a while longer, eventually poked at that, falling short of the keeper.
We spoke about pace on for Sandeep Warrior. Each one comes up with pace off. A difficult skill at that. Oh, we have the notes here from Hemang Badani. Will be used for the team review tomorrow.
Oh, completely missed it. Completely missed it. He's called it a dead ball. How did it end up there?
It's the dew. And we've seen the bowlers, the fielders, all work real hard on the ball, but
Yeah, I thought the umpire was extremely lucky. It didn't hit him. It just flew past him, I think, but even before he could react, the event had occurred. All slower deliveries, all slower deliveries. Yeah, something. I mean, you still had to throw at some point in time.
a similar dismissal for Ajitesh. Umpire giving the first warning to Ishwaran for his follow-through.
The umpire was almost apologetic to give a warning because he didn't seemingly want to it, but he didn't have any choice whatsoever. Through the middle, Ishwaran.
Worried, comes around the wicket immediately.
It's gone round the wicket, just a single. But this is a passage of play that at least Nellai Royal Kings have tried to pull things back a little bit. That wicket of Sai Kishore meant that the new man in needs a bit of time. Sasidev, who has walked into the middle, played a couple of deliveries. Kaushik Gandhi has got to stay till the end. I'm sure the idea would be, I stay till the end, we should get this.
Absolutely, and with, like you said, with Sai Kishore's knock, he has the freedom to play the sheet anchor role here. It's been a good over so far for Ishwaran. 3 dot balls. Indrajit ringing in the changes in the field.
Taking a bit of time. That's a catcher that he's got in that gully area. Just for one that he can tend to slash. Very, very good over so far. Just one coming off it. There was a point in time when the side was cruising along, just like 8 or 450X Gen 3. Looked extremely good. Good power, good exhilarating performance overall. But in the context of where we are, I think Nellai Royal Kings have pulled back things reasonably okay. Might want to believe that they are in with a shout here. Overall, it's a good game to watch. 141 the target, 84 for 3. 8 to go after this. Asking rate closing to 7. Ooh, another one. Where's this gone? Wow, he's seriously struggling with this. And also the fact that, look, you're trying to bowl the slower ones, back of the hand slower ones. It's different grip. Wet ball, difficult.
Last time it was the umpire. This time it was the non-striker who almost was lucky.
But I quite like the fact that Ishwaran was still looking at the bowler, or rather the batter. He was just concentrating on the batter. I think there's something that Sanjay Yadav did mention to the umpire when Karthik Manigandan was ensuring that the ball was okay, because he did mention that it's seriously difficult to hold the ball.
The more the ball soaks in the water, there's a chance it loses its shape, becomes a little bigger.
Another slower delivery to end that over. So 12 gone, 85 for 3.
Chepauk Gillies are 85 for 3 after 12 overs, chasing a target of 141. And this young spinner has been very impressive. Conditions are tough, challenging, apart from the fact that when he came on to bowl, the batters were really piling on the pressure. Sai Kishore was really blazing away. And what's going on there? The wicketkeeper has ripped the bails off, is appealed. And the umpire has gone up.
TV umpire to director. We have a referral for stumping. It's a fair delivery. Can you start with the best side on angle, please? Do you have any other angle for this? The foot is grounded. I have a decision for you.
The confirmation not out is the decision, and Sakil Pure Agarbati's prayer was not answered for the Nellai Kings this time around. But what that particular instance shows is that the batter needs to be aware all the time, because the crease is his domain. He's got to manage it.
Yes, definitely he's got to manage it. It can't be lackadaisical.
Focus பண்ணி போடு மணி வா மணி ஒரு விக்கெட் இருக்கு.
As he was saying, Mani Kandan has been so impressive. Getting some good fizz on the ball. He's got confident every over he's bowled.
Yeah, I was saying left-hander Shah Kishore was really turning it on. He was blazing away. He had played some real big shots using the long levers to good effect. And then the youngster comes on, having to contend to bowl with a wet ball. This time Sasidev is going for a big hit, and it lands in no man's land. Lucky, not the desired effect as far as the batter and the bowler are concerned.
The lack of timing saved him actually. Timed it slightly better to gone straight to the fielder, but this time didn't get it anywhere near the batter, center of the bat. Just lobbed up straight and fell in no man's land. Lucky Sasidev. Nice delivery, good loop, good drop.
And this young man is really bowling at the right pace in the air. He's not bowling it too fast, and he is making a genuine effort to make the ball spin, even though it's very difficult to grip and the ball is wet. You know how difficult it is, Shri, if the ball is wet.
Especially for a wrist spinner, even a finger spinner, it's manageable, but for a wrist spinner, to get that control in a wet ball is very, very difficult. And the Nellai coach is even more tense because it's his son bowling.
As that goes with the job, we both know it, Shriram. Being a coach and having to absorb the pressure, that's what I mean. That's quicker, and that was a wrong one. Good variation, not only in terms of pace, but also in terms of making the ball leave the left-hander.
It was a lovely line too. Look at that. Nice wrist position. Slanted across the left-hander.
Big appeal, and the finger goes up. The young man picks up another wicket. Sasidev was all at sea, and he perishes of the last ball of the over.
This is exactly what leg spinners can do. Pick up wickets through the middle. Lovely flight. Pitched in line and hit him bang in front of centre. Sasidev far too early on the shot, and well deserved for Karthik Manikandan.
Yes, it's an interesting phase in this game now. The leg spinner Karthik is really making things difficult. But at the moment, it's the left-arm spinner Arish who's starting a fresh over. Kaushik Gandhi has been holding one end for the Chepauk Gillies, and R. Satish has come out to bat because of this.
Lovely loop, lovely length. Threw the shot a bit too early, beat him, deceived him in flight. The coach and the dad both are happy.
As he's been really good in his 3 overs, has been Karthik. Arish needs to provide support here, keep up the pressure from the other end. Nicely played away. Off the mark is R. Satish.
R. Satish has been in the TNPL forever. Played with me, he's played with Abhinav. We're all sitting in the commentary box, but he's still batting out there. 51 games, 811, good, lovely strike rate, experienced head, good player of spin.
Played away, they will get a single. You're multi-dimensional, Shriram, that's the problem.
Yep. I mean, this game's getting interesting. They need some boundaries. Can R. Satish find a few? The asking rate's going to 7.85. Looked like an easy game at one point of time when Sai Kishore was batting, but Manikandan's 3 overs have pegged it back.
Once again, to re-emphasize the fact that the batters will get more runs if they hit through the line. Satish running very hard here. Good running that. He sprinted like a hare as soon as he saw the ball going finer and the fielder was square in the deep. And this is what all the sides are playing for. The coveted TNPL trophy. And talking about hitting through the line, hitting straight, is what exactly Sai Kishore did, and that's why he could get runs quickly enough.
Sai Kishore was brilliant.
Nudged away. Will he come back for the second? Yes, he will, and get it comfortably. You have to hand out to Satish for the manner in which he's really running hard between the wickets. It's like almost as if he's a 19-year-old youngster.
Yeah. Getting better with age, just like wine. 47 now required of 37. Good over in the context of the game. 7 so far. Ball to go.
Dot ball to end the over. And Chepauk Gillies at 94 for 4 after 14 overs. Last over from the young leg spinner coming up. Nicely tossed up. Courageous young man is Karthik.
Should they have held him back for this one over? Just as we were talking offline. Beautiful flight there, but probably worth having him back for 1 over. Bring the medium pacer on now.
Yeah, you got a new batter out in the middle, and Kaushik Gandhi, he has been scratching around there. He's not really fluent. He's trying to regain some form, and gradually the pressure will begin to tell on him. And this was the ideal time for them to sneak in a couple of overs from possibly the dicey stuff.
We don't know how fit Adisiraj Davidson is. Probably was a time for him to bowl 1 over, hold Manikandan back for maybe the 16th or the 17th. We can't do anything about it. He's on now. His last over.
Beautifully bowled. Bowling from almost close to the written crease there, but yet the line was not compromised.
Yeah, he varied that release. He went slightly wider of the crease. Exaggerated drift in. And the ball just holding the line.
Quicker through there. This is really piling up a lot of pressure on the Gillies here. 4 dot balls this over.
So happy to see a leg spinner. We have seen a plethora of left arm spinners, and a leg spinner coming here and turning the game on his head. It's so good to see.
It's all right, you can always give him some leeway for his inexperience.
The idea was good, throw it wide, throw the bait in, but just didn't execute that well.
Going for a big hit, is it going into the hands of the fielder? Yes, it does. And that's the end of Kaushik Gandhi. He took his time, but he did not continue to play till the end. He had to be there. It's a good wicket for the Nellai Kings.
What an over this has been. This is a dream over. I think worth playing again the whole over, the setup. He kept building the pressure on Kaushik Gandhi. Kaushik Gandhi had to do something. Something gave. Big shot. Didn't find the elevation or the distance. Gone for 40 or 46. Sinking now. 95 for 5. CSG.
Forget all the numbers there. Look at this one on the right. 3 for 13 of 3.5 overs for the young leg spinner on his debut. Fabulous start this. And what he's done is, in picking up those wickets, he's turned the game on its head. And Harish Kumar is a new batter out. He's got a good strike rate of 146, but he's got a challenge on his hands.
Yep, the spell can make him the upstocks most valuable player of the game. Terrific spell this has been. Old-fashioned, high-quality leg spin bowling. We've seen really good revs on the ball, slow through the air, drop, turn, classical leg spin bowling. Ram, you must have seen LS when he was 17. How do you compare him? I know LS almost played for India at that age, but still.
I think he had, not almost. And a lot of pressure on this pair here. Chepauk Gillies need 45 runs of 30 deliveries. What is seemingly a walk in a park some time ago has suddenly become a trudge in the mud.
They've got themselves to blame almost. Few indecisive shots. Sai Kishore went for it, got it covers.
Yes, bowl a lot more dot balls, create a bit of pressure, make the match pulsating. That's what everybody wants here. Huge turnout, and also the millions watching in the comfort of their homes.
We've got Harish bowling to Harish, and with every dot ball, the asking rate keeps going up. 9.31. What at one stage was almost a runner ball has gone to 9.31 now. And it's all because of that superb spell from Karthik Manikandan.
Going for a big one. Has he got the distance? Yes, just by a bit. A very good effort by the fielder at long on, but the ball just eluded him. And that 6 brings up the 100 of the innings.
Yeah, Harish Kumar just knows one way. If it's in his arc, he's going for it. That's a good boom, boom, boomer 6. I'd rather him place that shot, put the pressure back on the bowler. The ball is wet, it's not going to get much spin. Brings up the 100, that 6. Pretty slow one at that, the second 50. 57 balls it took them. But they put a taller fielder now at long on maybe.
Just to quickly complete that discussion about LS and what he was like at the age of 17. He had everything for a leg spinner. Extremely talented, and that's the reason why he represented India at such an young age.
I understand, I'm making a very big comparison.
No, it's always curiosity, isn't it? When you see one leg spinner who's really impressed you, and suddenly that mind clicks and wants you to see what it is all about. Where will you put him in respect to the others before him?
No, LS, I've not seen him at 17, but LS is someone I've really admired, and I think he is probably the best leg spinner that Tamil Nadu has ever produced. But just seeing the talent coming through the TNPL, like you said, my mind just clicked as how far or how close is he. If you set LS as the benchmark, how far is he from that?
But LS had the challenge of living up to the expectations that people had after VV Kumar, because VV Kumar was rated as an extraordinary bowler during his days. And then came LS, and I've seen a bit of VV Kumar, a lot of LS. Cut away, they'll have to hurry. Is talking about that. LS had everything for a conventional leg spinner. This is the last over of the leg spinner. There you see Shri. No wonder you're very impressed.
Yeah, he bowled like a dream. Look at the way he set it up. Varied his release, came close to the stumps, came wider of the crease, and then it forced the shot. Beautiful bowling. And then finished off the over beautifully. just turned the game on its head. Manikandan. Yeah, I forgot V.V. Kumar. I mean, terrific bowler. I've heard so many stories about him.
Yes, Tamil Nadu always had riches as far as spinners were concerned. It's only the fast bowling department. You won't have as many as we had in the spin department. Nonetheless, it's an interesting field set here for the left-arm spinner. A man has come right behind the umpire. What you would call a Dhoni field. Played away on the onside by Harish Kumar. He'll pick up a single and will retain the strike. 105 for 5. Chepauk Gillies after 16.
He bowled very well over the first couple of overs, picked up 2 wickets in consecutive balls, put Chepauk Super Gillies on the back foot, and he's back again for what could be a final flourish.
Very interesting. This is a very important spell because he's got 2 overs. He'll bowl the 17th and the 19th, and they've got to get 2 more overs out of either Ishwaran or Sanjay Yadav or somebody. They've got to get 2 more overs out here. It's a very interesting game. We've got 4 overs left, 36 to get. R. Satish, just tailor-made for situations like this. Calm, cool head, must have played this situation 100 times.
I thought you were going to say 1,000,000 times.
Probably 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, just a single off the first ball, yeah. Oh, just to look, the amount of water that we saw when the ball was just going towards that long on area, the amount of water that the ball collected on its way was incredible.
Even when Abhi sort of brushed his hand, it almost looked as if he had washed his hands. Oh, look at that. That's the amount of dew we have tonight. What are the odds for another super over here, RK? The first time these two teams played was the first game of the tournament and it was a super over. I think 187 was the score. Not that high this time. But what are the odds of another super over here?
You never know. Harish was in the mix as well on that occasion. You can hit as hard as you want. Ooh, a direct hit. Things could have been very different for Satish.
Our Satish is quick, even at this age. And he was challenging Baba Aparajit's throw. Did that hit Adisiraj Davidson on his leg? Oh yes, probably. He's already had an issue with the hamstring.
Yeah, this was around the period of time, even in the game 1 that you were talking about. I think Kaushik Gandhi got out after making a fine half century. And then somebody had to pull it back. Harish did well even on that occasion, forced it into a super over. But of course, eventually, things went in favor of Nellai Royal Kings. But 34 of 22, it's still anybody's game. Run rate of just over 9. He's hit it all right. But again, just a single. You can hit it as hard as you want. You're just getting a single there.
Every ball is so vital. They've got to find the boundary, or they need a big over somewhere. They need an over of 12 or 14 from somewhere, and then this game comes easy here for the Chepauk Super Gillies. At the moment, it's anybody's game.
What do the batters think from here on, Shriram? The reason I'm asking you is invariably when the ball gets wet, we look at it from a bowler's perspective, but how hard or easy is it for the batters to play those strokes? Does the ball get heavy? Tougher to hit a few shots?
Tougher hitting square of the wicket because the ball's going to skid on. Keep a bit low. Wide called. We'll have a look at that again.
It was an afterthought, I thought. I thought it was all done and it wasn't going to signal. Oh, that's harsh, wasn't it?
Definitely a harsh call. Okay, Srinivasan decided to call that wide. It was almost touch and go.
Oh, he's picked it up. It is a full toss. The minute he's going to with that Yorker, he's going to get smashed, and that's what Rajagopal and Satish has done, and that has raised the hopes of Chepauk Super Gillies.
That is the 1000th boundary in this TNPL. You can't miss your length to R. Satish. He's far too experienced and far too good a player. Boom, 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 a 6. High and handsome, over square leg. That eases the situation a little bit.
Yeah, is that the first time he's gotten off his seat? Yeah, I'm sure it's one of those encounters that's really, really difficult to call. But I guess Rajagopal and Satish will be betting on the fact that, look, it's very difficult to bowl 6 Yorkers at a stretch. Maybe one, if you're going to miss it, I'm going to hit it. Is that what he's going to be looking at? Was that what he was looking at?
The moment you miss your length, I think R. Satish climbed onto it. And the good thing is they're changing the ball now. So we'll definitely get a drier ball here, which sort of help the bowler a little bit more. Might grip on the surface. The drier ball, slower balls might become more effective. The wet ball was just skidding on, keeping low, and they had to go Yorkers. But now with the dry ball, the slower one becomes an option, RK.
That one is battered and bruised. It's taken a bit of a pounding from the blade of Chepauk Super Gillies, and of course from the conditions as well here. (26 of 20), very doable here for Chepauk Super Gillies. Suddenly that sixer has brought them well and truly back in the game. Not that they were out of the game, but you needed that release shot, and that's what batters are looking at. That's what teams are looking at. That release shot that's come from Satish.
Looks like they've got some choices to make with the balls. All the balls in the box seem to be far too new. Remember, if they change the ball, it has to be very similar, if not older than the current ball. So they have to find a proper replacement. Have K. Srinivasan and Said Darshan. It was a dream first over from Adishiraj Davidson. Good short ball. Got rid of Radha Krishnan. And then it was all Karthik Manigandan. Terrific spell of 4 overs. Flight, spin, guile, drop. He had everything. Lovely action to boot. And this over in hole to Kaushik Gandhi is something we can see again and again and again. The way he set it up. Beautiful bowling from the young leg spinner.
Yeah, outstanding. So after a bit of a break, we're back again with a different ball. 26 required of 20. He's just smashed one for a 6. Obviously a change of pace here.
As soon as the dry ball comes in, the slower ball comes out. It was a hard ball to bowl, the slower delivery with the ball getting wet. But the drier balls made that a possibility. Oh, 2 coaches. Chepauk looks relaxed.
2 coaches, both go back a long way. Oh, that's a wide, definitely. That's a wide, definitely. An extra ball here. Already he's bowled 1 extra delivery. That has costed him.
His arm came lower that time. Missed his radar by a big margin.
(25 of 19). Will this be the final delivery of this over? Oh, he's placed it. He's placed it beautifully. Just found the gap to perfection. A boundary to end that over. Getting closer to a victory here. It's Chepauk Super Gillies. 17 gone, 120 for 5.
The way R. Satish is batting just looks like a canter. He's timing it to perfection. And he's got a very wise head on his shoulders. He looks unfazed. Interesting bowling change. We've got Sanjay Yadav. Is it the last throw of the dice from the Nellai Royal Kings?
The ball has been changed and hopefully he can grip it better. So that's good news for Sanjay Yadav. None for 22 in his 2. As Harish faces up. You've got a long on, you've got a deep mid-wicket. And of course, somebody who's closer to that deep mid-wicket again. It's not exactly a deep square leg. So 3 men well in front of square on the deep. There you go. It's yeah, he's bowled on the offside, which is exactly was what Inder is trying to tell him. Just bowl to the field, he says.
Away with that shot outside the off stump. There are only 2 men inside the circle. It was there for the taking for the batter. All he had to do was find the placement, which he didn't. Hit that straight to sweeper cover. He's bringing in the changes with the field. The short mid wicket comes in. There's 2 points more conventional this field than what he had for Harish Kumar. R. Satish, a more sort of all-round player.
Runs coming through. A couple of extra runs here for R. Satish. Yeah, again, you look at that field that was placed. You needed line probably on the off or just outside off to Satish.
You need to hit the stumps basically. You needed to hit the stump from that 5 to 6 meter length. This was drifting way down the leg side. Didn't have the man at 45. He had the short mid wicket saving the single. So his radar hasn't been good in the first 2 balls of this over. Need 18 of 16. With R. Satish in the crease. Looks very possible.
18 of 16 it was, make that 17 of 15. Probably just 1 hit away from a win, you would think. They can just take those singles, get along fairly easily. But you never know in sport. We've seen a variety of games thus far.
The Royal Kings started this tournament with 6 back-to-back wins. They've slipped off a little bit. They lost the last game to Laika. But now, in this game, they're looking like they might go down.
In just a single, probably. They wouldn't mind that one bit, I guess, as we speak. They've pretty much got what they wanted. 16 of 14, well under control is the batting unit.
Sorry, Vijay, they won't mind the loss.
(16 of 14 required. Satish in position again. You've got 2 men in on the offside, backward of point. He tends to play around that area a lot against a spinner. Tries to open the face of the bat.
Two more balls to go this over. Adisiraj Davidson will bowl the 19th. They've got to go to Ishwaran for the 20th.
There you go. That's exactly what he tries to do more often than not. Doesn't matter where it was. The line was too tight to cut. It was bang on the middle.
Gave himself room. Converted that into width. Cut it off the stumps. His idea was to find the boundary, but it was not to be. 6 of the over. A good one at that. Still need 15 of 13. Can Harish Kumar find the boundary?
Yeah, that's the end of that. Over 15 required of the final 2. (15 of 12). Satish is on strike. Tends to favour the slower ball is Iswaran. You've got 3 men on the leg side manning the deep. None inside the circle on the leg side in front of square. Oh, he's been given a wide. He moved across, left the ball alone. He's been given a wide there.
The batsman moves, the wide line moves with him as well. Almost a no ball. If it pitches outside the playing area, it's a no ball. So Ishwaran has to be careful.
Look, there are runs there to be taken on the leg side. Oh, somehow he's found the gap there. An edge, but that will do for Chepauk Super Gillies.
Outside edge, all right. But just the experience of R. Satish delayed his swing by that fraction. And he intended to go through the offside, but the thick outside edge fetches him a boundary, a very important boundary in the contest of the game. The target now 10 in 11 balls.
Around the wicket, Inder has taken a couple of steps closer to the stumps. Standing a bit wider. This time again, he's found the gap. He wants to go home in a hurry, is Satish. Couple of boundaries. Guess that's that, as far as Nellai Royal Kings are concerned.
Open bat face, always intending to hit through the offside. Again finding the gap, R. Satish deep in the crease. Lovely batting. Who would you rather bowl, RK? I know it's hindsight. Siraj Davidson, the more experienced bowler. Give yourself the chance in the last over. But now, the game may not even get there.
Yeah, probably the previous over of Adisiraj Davidson and how Satish tackled that over, would that have gone behind this decision of getting Ishwaran into the 19th and saving up Adisiraj for the 20th?
You had to back your more experienced bowler. Two coaches, contrasting images.
Did I see a hint of smile from Hemant? Oh, this is terrific batting. This is experience at its very best. Satish, he's just smashing it here.
Not only toying with the bowler, but he's toying with the field as well. Predictable, back of the hand, slow ball. The last two boundaries have been behind point. The field went square. What he's done, hit it way in front of square, over that extra cover. Lovely batting. It's all experience. It's all class. Ishwaran has no answer. R. Satish making it look really easy. Just 2 runs required.
Did we talk of a super over sometime back? Oh, smashed it down the leg side, just a single. It's incredible how he can turn around things, isn't it? By using his sheer experience. Outstanding effort from the experienced Satish.
Chepauk Super Gillies have almost 1 foot in the final now. What a performance this has been from the Chepauk Super Gillies. It will be the 5th time they reach the finals. They've already won the trophy 3 times. Hemang Badani, happy man.
Yeah, for a moment I thought if he had left it, yeah, that's probably what he's hinting at as well, Harish Kumar. If he had left it, let it go, maybe it could have been called a wide.
1 required of 7, and that's probably why again I come back to this, that Adisiraj Davidson could have bowled this over. Take the game till the last over and you never know what can happen. But the inexperience of Ishwaran, and that's the junior Badani Rishit.
Right, then we're going into that final over with a run needed for Chepauk. What about Ather Electric bowler leaderboard? You look at Surya, who did very, very well in the company of Abhishek Tanwar. They have headed across to Coimbatore, where there will be, looks like they will be playing Chepauk Super Gillies, because they've just got a solitary run to get here. As Inder brings pretty much everybody inside the circle. A run required. Straight to the fielder. The wait continues.
Got all the fielders inside the circle. There's only one deep extra cover, where 1 of 5 balls.
What a way to finish things here. Satish has been sensational. For a moment he thought he's got a boundary, but he needs to run because the ball has just gone and plonked itself out there near the boundary ropes. But what a fine knock from Satish, ensuring that Chepauk Super Gillies are through to the final of this edition of Shriram Capital Tamil Nadu Premier League.
Terrific performance, professional performance, and the experience of R. Satish made it look that easy.